Brianna. Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm just waiting for some more people to come in. Hey, guys.
Oh, you live?
Yeah, we're live now.
Oh, shoot. You didn't warn me.
I'm sorry. Hold on. We're live.
We're live.
We're
Who's
live.
on?
I'm just waiting for my sister and some others to come in.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat. Hey, Robin. Hey, Mr. 313. Hey, Rhoda. Lulu is in the house. Leona, Cheryl, Black Beauty. Let's see. Forensics Tech Guy. Hey, Laquita. Miss Texas Bama. Tyria. I always mess up her name. Tawana, Woman of God. Miss Brown, Lala, Kayla, Rhoda, and Shannon. Hey, guys. Hey, Claudine. Hey, Impress. Hey, Tatted to Alicia. Hey, Rena. Hey, Woman of God. Hey, Paula. I think I said Milton. Okay, that's enough people.
How you doing?
Hey, guys. So, just bear with me a second.
How was your flight?
Put your shirt on, boy. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me? Oh,
You low.
I'm low. Let me see.
No, I can hear you now. I have my volume turned down. Hey, Randa, baby. Is Randa in here? Somebody say hey to Randa. She in here. I didn't see her. All right, let's see.
I said, I'm happy with your flight.
Oh, the flight was pretty good. Oh yeah, I hear feedback. You have something on?
Oh, I can't have anything on.
You gotta close whatever you have in the. Oh no, you have you're on live, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you turn the volume down over there, but they can still hear you? Just turn the volume on. You can still keep
it
it
down on my computer, or is it another way I could turn it down?
Turn it. Okay. When you're on live on the other side, you can go ahead and just turn it down. You don't have, because they can still hear you even though you turn the volume down.
On my computer?
On your Facebook side, just turn the volume down. You're on Facebook, right?
I'm on StreamYard.
On your stream? No, I'm saying on aren't you streaming on the other side too?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm streaming from StreamYard.
Oh, okay. So is there a way you could turn it down?
I mean, let me see. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The only way I can turn it down is from my computer, or is it a way to turn it down on StreamYard? Because I'm new to use
on the StreamYard on your side. You should have two up, right? The one that you have for me,
right?
You're doing yourself.
Right.
The one you're doing yourself, turn that volume down.
Right, but where do I turn it down?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Anybody know how to turn it down, y'all? Somebody help. I know I do it when you're on your Facebook, but
is it still echoing?
No, not now. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what I say. I don't hear it echoing now.
Okay, I don't hear it now, so it's good. You're good then.
Okay.
I'm just trying to wait for them to come in. Hold on, guys. I'm waiting for my other guests to come on in. There's a couple of people that's coming in. There's a couple of people that's coming into the link. I mean, I send them. There's a couple of people that was there yesterday that's coming in. Just 1 second. I'm on the phone trying to reach them now. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Just 1 second. Got to make a phone call. Okay, just 1 second. Got to call the other person. She's coming in. I just got to get the other person. Supposed to be 3 people coming in, and I'm just trying to get. One is on the
Hey,
plane.
darling. Somebody's on a plane?
Yeah, somebody's on the plane.
I'm in the computer. I mean, in the. Oh my God. Okay. He's about to get blocked.
What's that? Spinach. You want to spinach so bad. I'm live, y'all.
That means shut up, right?
They know what it means. They've been in here long enough to know what it means to be quiet.
I wish my son knew that. I'd be like, I'm live. He'd be like, oh, let me go on camera and see what I can do.
Okay, I'm trying to put the link in. It's not working. I was trying to put the link because DJ said he wanted to come in. Oh, but I don't know why it's not working.
The people on Facebook, I can't see your name, so I'm just speaking to everyone. If you don't go to, what do they go to, Sylvia? To StreamYard. Wait, what is it?
They got to go to the if they want to see it, they could go to the they can go on your Facebook or YouTube.
What I mean is, you know how it comes on there and you can't see their name?
Oh.
I just put in the ticker. So take a look at the ticker. It's going to change here in a minute. So if you're on Facebook, go to StreamYard.com//Facebook and give them access so I can see your name. And that way I'll know who you are when you comment. Other than that, all I can see is Facebook users. So I'm not acting funny. I just don't know who you are.
So they could just write in their name when they type something.
Yeah, or you can just write in your name. Someone said, hey, Sylvia, but I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
You got to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so we can see who you are.
Okay, they're having trouble getting in. What we call them, laptop. It's giving people trouble. Okay, how we're doing this today? Nina is going to ask us some questions, and we're going to answer. That's the way we're going to do it today, right, Nina?
Right. Well, and I'm on my laptop, so I didn't have any issues.
She's having trouble because it's her first time coming on through her. She normally does it on her phone, and it's her first time. She don't know what she's doing. And then the other person, she has not called me back. Let me see. And then one is on the plane, so.
Okay. So I'm not. I'm gonna wait. I'll wait.
Okay. All right. We'll wait. We'll go ahead on and start. When they come in, we could just let them answer the question when they come in. Okay. I don't want to hold people any longer.
So do you know how long it's gonna be for them to come in? I'm sorry, I'm keep going out the camera.
Hold on a second. DJ's coming in. Let me see what he wants. Hold on. Hey DJ, what's up?
What's going on? So you go.
Hey DJ.
Hey, what's up, Nina Simone? Hey, so you gonna talk about what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna go detail.
Drama. I'm just asking questions about what happened in court.
Why we gotta ask questions? Why you just can't just get to it?
Because we did it yesterday. There's a question that she's asking. She wants to ask. This is the way she asked me to come on because she wanted some stuff. So I said, okay, I'll do it.
I asked her this yesterday before we found out about all the drama. I don't do drama. Like, you on here so you can ask me questions about that when I'm done.
Oh, you was at the court too?
No, that's why I was trying to find someone who was at the court date so I could ask some questions that like some of the viewers wanted to know who couldn't be there.
Yeah, she reached out to
Some
me.
of the supporters who couldn't be there want to know. But they ain't got nothing to do with the drama because we didn't know nothing about the drama yesterday.
I can't understand how people say, you know, they for R. Kelly and they can go where they want to go, but they taking pictures of Sylvia and everybody at the court and sending it to Dumbo. That don't sound like motherfuckers is going for R. Kelly, like they going for bullshit. I don't get that.
Right, and I know you got some questions for Sylvia. So, like, after I don't have that many questions. So after I go through them, then you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let you do what you do.
Yeah, hold on a second, DJ. I'm trying to wait for what's the name to come on in. She's been trying to get in. Hold on a second.
Yeah, they didn't. You know, and the crazy part that I couldn't understand is if it was about R. Kelly, why are they taking pictures of y'all? I don't understand that part. That goes to show you that these people didn't really go for what they supposed to went for. If you did,
Hey, my auntie Dorothy, I love you. Sorry.
how in the fuck you let people? Man, please.
Hey, Charlene.
Hello?
Hey, Trania. Trania, go to, it's not that hard, y'all. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, and then it just grant them access to see your name and your picture. Oh, wow. Somebody said he ain't for R. Kelly. He snout Cash App. Sylvia, a genuine supporter, but the rest are frauds.
Yeah.
Somebody named Chris Beeman.
Sorry. It's so dramatic. No, but for
Man, I don't
okay.
care. I don't know who they talking about.
I don't either.
Two of the other people, I don't know if they're coming, so I don't know what happened. That's one person right there. I'm just waiting. Okay, we could just start.
Okay. And if y'all see me looking down, that's because I'm doing my nails. Yeah, I'm not being. And I had to take notes because let me tell you, my memory is shot.
Okay, I'm gonna start off. Hey everyone, welcome to the Infamous Sylvie Show. I welcome my guests, Nina Simone, DJ Tyson, Alexa, and there's a couple of two other people that's coming in. I don't want to give their name just in case they don't make it to tonight. Sorry, I'm coughing because my daughter's cooking here. And
Don't try to make it seem like it's me, it's you coughing. You're dramatic.
okay, but we come here to discuss what happened yesterday and regarding to the hearing. We're gonna dispel some rumors. We're gonna address some things, and we're just gonna talk about it.
Okay. So when you said Alexa, why my Alexa come on?
Oh,
She's like, what do you want? But yeah. So hey everybody, as you all know or probably don't know, I am Nina Simone, and I wanted to, a lot of us wasn't able to be at the court date, because the judge just throws those court dates in, and you know what I'm saying, we ain't got it like Sylvia. We can't just jump on the plane and go, sometimes. So I wanted to come on to ask her just a few questions about how it went in the courtroom, because you hear rumors, you hear all this and that, but we want to hear from the people that were there and get the real deal, right? So how many people do we have on here, Sylvia, that was there?
Alexa is my sister. That's my sister right here. She
Okay,
just
and
happened.
so-
I don't know why she's not showing her face. She's muted. She said she was cooking, but I pulled it out. But she was the
Okay.
one on my live that was with me yesterday.
I am cooking.
You hear her, right?
Good night, everyone.
What are you cooking, Alexa?
Oh my God, some stuffed peppers with ground turkey and a
Sounds
salad.
Oh, they talking about Dave Robert cousin from on their mama side.
Huh?
That's all.
What was that?
Now I think DJ accidentally unmuted whoever he talking to.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Alexa is my sister.
No, they talking
Alex-
about somebody. I think somebody talking about they know when R. Kelly go get out of jail. So I'm like, these people is stupid.
What?
Carry on, y'all. Carry on.
Okay, so basically I reached out to the beautiful, infamous Sylvia to ask her to come on to, just give us some firsthand info. She flew into New York to support Mr. Kelly yesterday. And first of all, I just want to say thank you. I actually want to say thank you to everyone on the panel and all of the supporters. You guys have been, oh my God. Ugh. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. So you guys have been you guys have been doing the bomb diggity. Like, you guys are on your stuff. I know besides all the drama and stuff, I know that you are truly an R. Kelly supporter, and you are doing this from the kindness of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say thank you. And we appreciate you. So the first question that I have is, were you in the courtroom when Mr. Kelly entered the courtroom?
Yes, I was in the courtroom. In fact, I was sitting on the front row on the left side. He was on the right side. When you come into the courtroom, the right side's on there. I was on the left side. So where I was sitting is catty corner to where he was looking. I was the only one in his peripheral of the whole court when he was sitting down. He looked like, if I'm looking, the only person he could see was me. If he turned this way, then he would see the people on the right.
Okay.
But he was facing me. And in fact, there was a writer, a newspaper reporter that was sitting on the end, because the way the court was separated, it was two people in the first row, one person in the next row, two people in the next one person. So it was social distancing. So they didn't have that many people. The only people that was allowed was 5 people were allowed inside the courtroom other than the reporters.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a total, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 on one side and 8 on the other side. That was the total amount of people that was inside the courtroom.
So there were a total of 16 people in the courtroom. Was that all that was allowed, or is that all that showed up?
No, that was all that was allowed, because the rest went to the overflow. But the regular people like myself, it was only 5 regular people.
What do you mean when you say regular people?
The others were reporters and news people,
Okay.
like the press. The others were the press. It was
Okay,
only
so
5 regular.
So did they only allow a certain amount into the courtroom?
Mm-hmm. If you didn't get your name put on the list, you wasn't gonna get in. My name was the first name of the regular people. The other one was like 3 names before mine. They were all news people, press.
So how do you get your name on the list?
Well, when you got up, because I went up on the elevator, because they let us in, like, it was supposed to let us in at 1:00, but they let us in like about 1:30. And I got on, I came in first, and I explained to them that I was there for the R. Kelly. And the officers told me that they weren't going to let anybody in. Then he says about 1:00, come back. So when I came back at 1:00, they changed the time to 1:30. But the officers told us to go ahead and stay in there because we were already in. It was hot outside, and and then I did show my my government badge, so I got a little bit privileged.
Oh, okay. So you got a little bit of pull.
Yeah, I got a little bit privileged.
Look, look, next time
People
when I
didn't
come,
know that. Yeah, because I was like, well, what do I get if I show you this? So he was like, oh, you work for the South Side? I was like, no, I work in Atlanta. He said, oh, you do? So you came all the way from up here for that? I was like, yes, because I had the same badge. When I saw them showing the badges, I was like, you got the same badge. So I showed them my badge.
you got a pull. So I know next time I come to a court date, I'm be rolling with you. Well, I'm like, where's Sylvia at? But
that's how.
Hey, Ursula. Hey, Tracy and Auntie. I'm keeping focused. Oh my God.
She said she keep focused.
Because she's for real. She like, don't get distracted. I am a little distracted because I'm trying to do my nails and I bought this new glue.
Yeah.
And it's just not working. But anyway, my next question is, how did he appear to you?
To me, because I've
And
seen
when
him.
I say appear, I want to know, did he look healthy, distressed? Was he in good spirits? I think I heard on like one of the news medias, they said that he looked tired and what was the words they used? Tired and I can't remember, but it wasn't good. It was negative, saying that it was maybe not good.
To me, in a position that he is in, where he is at,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say he looked like the superstar that we know him to be, you know, on point,
Right.
well groomed, and things like that.
Yeah.
He looks good physically, as like his physique, as like I did see some muscle.
So it looks like he's been working out.
His arms do, and then his belly is less than when the last time I
Okay.
saw him, you know, because, you know, I've seen him in person
Mm-hmm.
a couple of times. So he did look like he lost weight in the belly.
Okay.
But he did look kind of healthy. He didn't look like he was struggling, like he hasn't missed a meal or anything like that. He doesn't look like that.
No dark circles, bags under the eyes, or
Well, he had on a mask. He had a mask on his face, so you really couldn't see his full face, but you did see his eyes. His eyes looked, at one point, it kind of looked sad.
Really?
Kind of looked sad. And then another to me, it seemed like he was praying, because he closed his eyes several times while they were talking. It seemed like he was praying. Because even at one point, I started praying. I started calling Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Because when things started sounding negative, I started calling on the Lord. That's what, because a couple of times my sister was like, Sylvia, they're gonna kick you out, type of thing. Because, you know, I was saying it loud enough on that side for her to hear me saying Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I was saying that.
Yeah.
So he's in a position. It's not something that he would be smiling and happy about.
Yeah. Hi, Uncle Melvin. Someone said, I love you, R. Kelly. Tracy Frazier said, you know, I couldn't figure out the word, and that is the word. That's a good word, Tracy. Tracy Frazier. She said emotionally drained.
Yeah, that's a good word. Yeah.
I'm trying to stay in the focus. Okay, that's good. Okay. And who wouldn't be? He's been there how long? 2 years?
Yeah.
He hasn't really seen that much documentation. He doesn't know what's really going on. And then Green, you know, his new lawyers have put in a motion that they needed more time because the lawyers he had before weren't visiting him, wasn't giving him the information that he needed. How did they handle that? Because Greenberg, I thought he was like going to put in a motion, and he said that was not true. And how did they handle that?
The judge was really frustrated with them. She didn't really want to get into that back and forth stuff because at first it seemed like they got ready to get involved in the, back and forth. But she nipped it in the bud because it was more of like, let's address the bond thing. And she kept bringing back Greenberg's letter, the points that was inside his letter. And then she was talking to Tom, and Tom seemed, to me, he seemed like he had a difficulty expressing what he was trying to say. And
Tom?
Yeah, Thomas Farinella. Thomas.
Well, I don't even know why was there. Like,
because he is one of the lawyers that's on the team.
Yeah, but they're about to be. They know that Kells doesn't want them there. So I wouldn't want to be anywhere that I'm not wanted. I would just let it go. Like, you don't have to wait for the judge to take you off the case. You already know you're off the case.
No, that's not. No. You're talking about Steve and
Michael. Thomas Farinella.
Yeah, Farinella.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Thomas was trying to explain because the judge had asked him questions regarding the motion and the letter that Steve had placed inside the Curcio and the bond hearing, because Steve put a letter in regarding to that, and they sealed it because some of the stuff that was in it was stuff that was more of back and forth stuff. So I don't know what was said in it, but I know it has to do with, one saying it's not true and the other one was saying it's true, and back and forth stuff. It was nonsense to me.
Yeah, because I did a video on YouTube because I had found an article where it said that Steve, was going to put in a motion that, because he was clearly upset about what, they had said about him in the motion. As far, he said he basically was upset about how he was being portrayed as a lawyer. And he was saying that it wasn't true. Mm-hmm. But it is true, isn't it? Like, he wasn't going to see him like he was supposed to. He wasn't giving him paperwork. From what I've heard, alleged,
Yeah, but the judge didn't want to address that. But the thing I had felt, it was kind of one-sided at one point because she talked about the stuff that was in the letter, but then she didn't really want them to address it because she didn't want to hear them going back and forth. But it helped to get him not to address the bond thing, because she said they should have talked about this before, So that's basically it.
How are they going to talk about it when they can't even get along? Okay. But the next question I have is, in the news article I read, it said the lawyers had, had a word of, they had a fit of work, like they were going back and forth to the point where the judge had to admonish the litigators for their behavior in and out of the courtroom. What exactly was going on? Basically, what it was saying is that the lawyers were going back and forth in the courtroom. It was saying that they were mudslinging.
No, she said she didn't want any mudslingers. They didn't go back and forth because she didn't even allow them to go back and forth because Steve didn't say too much. Michael said nothing. He didn't say anything at all. But it was only Tom addressing some of the things. And then she told him basically, that's irrelevant because if you guys didn't talk about his literacy issues and asking for some sort of accommodation, then there's no need for you to even talk about that because nobody ever came to her. Nobody ever came to Len Weber regarding his accommodation for literacy. Okay.
Gotcha. So did R. Kelly, did he give any type of did he acknowledge Steve Greenberg at all? What? Well, Steve Greenberg wasn't there. Who was there?
It was Ayana. I forgot her name. Alania. What the lady that the judge put on the side, the standby attorney. It was her. It was Tom Farinella. It was Nicole Blank Becker, and it was Deborah Canick. And then on the other side, it was the government, the three ladies for the government.
Okay.
Getty, whatever her name, I can't. The Indian one and the other Spanish lady. I just can't remember their name. Maria Mendez. And the other one. I'll look up the name.
Yes, Auntie Dorothy, it is always one-sided when you're Black. That is 100% correct.
Okay, it was. I'm sorry, I was going to give you their name. It was Nadia Shahata, Maria Cruz Mendez, and Elizabeth Geddes. That was who was there.
Wait, those are the prosecutors?
That was the prosecutors. The three women were the prosecutors.
And I heard something that one of the prosecutors dropped out.
No, that's in Chicago.
Chicago? But why did she drop out?
I don't know.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it is, but I don't know.
Okay. Oh God, I didn't put my next one. Okay, so was that you that screamed, "We love you, Robert. We love you"?
No, that was that girl. That was that big girl.
Don't watch your words.
I'm sorry. The reason why I said the big girl, she's the tallest one. That's what I'm saying. The tallest one.
Oh, okay.
That was there. Oh my God, I can't remember the girl's name.
Well, I heard it was Yellow Michelle.
It was no.
So it wasn't Yellow Michelle?
Their voice came from the one of those two over there. It was one of those two.
So you're not sure if it was Yellow Michelle?
It was one of those two. It sounded like the other one to me, but I don't know.
Yes, Tracy, extremely.
But it was one of them that yelled, and I felt it was in.
Stop laughing.
Well, let me chime in a little bit just for a second. Now, when they yelled, what they yelled, was R. Kelly in the courtroom or just walking out of the courtroom?
He had already walked out. He was walking out. There was like the first officer went into that room, then he went, and then they yelled out when he was going in through the door.
Okay. And then my next question is, when you said Jesus, Jesus, Jesus in the courtroom, that's why when the judge was in there, right?
No, the judge didn't hear me say Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Oh. No, my Jesus, Jesus, Jesus was not loud enough for the judge to even hear it. My Jesus, Jesus, Jesus was like, because my sister was sitting next to me.
Okay.
No, I want to make a correction here regarding to the court being closed. It has nothing to do with the outburst. The reason why the court is closed is because of the COVID, because it's not only 5 people was allowed to get in anyway. When I was talking to the officers, he says when the trial begins, it's going to be super, super, super tight. So it has nothing to do with the yelling out that person did. It has nothing to do with that at all.
Okay, but from the article I read, she isn't allowing people public or press to be in the courtroom. She isn't allowing for audio, and they were saying that audio was allowed for what's his name? The one. What's his name?
As long as I've been at her courtroom, I'm not talking about Ledenweber, her courtroom, she has never allowed any kind of recording of phones, nothing. Because you always had to turn your phone in New York. She has never allowed it. And the reason why she's only allowing the participant, because they're going to have enough people, because you're going to have the witnesses' attorneys that's going to be there. You're going to have other, like, say if a family member come. So that's why they're not going to allow people from the outside, because they're going to have enough people there, and they already have the quarantine of
No, family can't come in either. The only people that will be allowed in the courtroom are the jurors and the people.
And the participants' family is going to be allowed to. Like, say, for example, if Geronda, if she's have her baby, if she has somebody that's with her, I'm just giving you an example. It says participants. They're going to be allowed, and the attorney is going to be allowed. They have the list of the attorneys that's going to be there. There is a list already.
I didn't see participants on the list.
It is. Trust me. Trust me. It is participants. Just like you can't believe everything on the reporting that reporter said. They said he had on a green thing. No, he had on tan. They said his outfit was green. It wasn't green. It was tan.
They did say he had on a green t-shirt and dark jogging pants.
It's tan.
What were they looking at?
I don't know.
He had on tan. The U.S. Marshals had on
green. Exactly.
Okay, green cargo pants and a green t-shirt. And the back of the U.S. Marshals had U.S. Marshals in like a gold color. He had on a tan jumpsuit and a mask on.
And he had on mask.
Wait a minute. He had on are y'all serious? He had on a tan jumpsuit?
It was a two-piece. It was two pieces. They matched together. It looked like it was one.
Yeah,
but
they matched together. But
it was two pieces.
But it was
tan pants and tan top. But it's together. It would look like a whatever jumpsuit.
Well,
but it was
jumpsuits. But you know
what? Like that's the only thing. That's the only thing that I agree with Trump on. Fake news. Stop reporting fake news. If you can't report what's real, cut it out.
Yeah.
Wait. When we say fake news, we only going off what's being out there. That's not saying it's fakes. Or if it's false.
Well, he didn't have on green. That was a blatant lie.
I understand that, but if you just hearing hearsay,
it's not hearsay. I was there.
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just in the streets. Period. People go pick up what they can until they actually hear what was going on, because it's a lot of sides to all this. To be honest, I don't give a fuck if he had on green, yellow, purple, orange. It don't matter. The man just need to get out. And then second of all,
it does matter when you are a public newscaster. When we are dependent on you to report the news, and we're supposed to trust you to report the news, and people are allowing you to report the news. You should report factual news.
I understand that, Nina, but that ain't gonna really matter right now. The main thing is
no, it doesn't matter.
Hey guys, I was using that as an example of how the news is not accurate.
Let me say something real quick. What I'm saying is, it don't matter what he had on. What matters is the important stuff. Why the judge is barring people.
No, listen, here's the thing, Kevin. It does matter. I was just making a point that the news could say something. I was just giving her a point that they could be inaccurate because he did not have on green at all. That was just an example of how they could show things that's not exactly like it is.
Right.
It ain't important. Trust me, it's not important.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's not important to us. You know, all we worried about is him being free. But it's important because that makes me think the news can report anything.
Yeah. Just
like they report all the inaccuracies. Oh, he's holding people hostage. They can just report anything. And people believe it because they are the news stream. And you're supposed to report accurate information. So what I'm saying is, if they let them slip up and report something so inaccurate as that, what else are they reporting that's inaccurate?
Well, Nina, here's the thing. A lot of shit always been inaccurate. You got these alleged victims been inaccurate. So he's R. Kelly. They're gonna lie. They're gonna say stuff because it's been a conspiracy against Robert Sylvester Kelly since he beat the 2008 trial. So they go always be inaccurate, you know, and that's why he got people like us who's bringing stuff out to the people who don't see the truth, that need to see the truth. They only see stuff on the mainstream, on the big stream of things, on the big stream of news. They don't see stuff on the lower level.
Can we move on to the next question, yo?
Yeah, but I'm just saying why they lie. I mean, It's just what they do.
That basically was all my questions that I had regarding seeing him in court. But I do want to know when he walked out. They said he acknowledged someone in the courtroom by nodding his head. Who was that?
That was me.
Okay.
In fact, it was before he walked out. He was sitting across this thing, and I waved to him, and he nodded. And the man happened to catch that. The news reporter guys happened to catch him nodding at me.
They
He was
did.
sitting next to me. Yeah, he was sitting right next to me because he was the only one with a phone. He was typing.
Yeah, because they did put that in the article.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, and that's why I'm trying to explain to Kevin, like, yeah, it doesn't matter to us. It doesn't matter to us as supporters what he had on, but it matters because the potential jurors that are, everyone knows about this case, but everyone doesn't know about this case, but the people that don't follow this case and everything, they're seeing these news reports, and what if they're false, which most of them are.
And I believe the news is one-sided. The news is one-sided too. They want you to see and hear certain things that are negative. All the negative thing, they hurry up and put it out. But anytime it's something positive that happened to them, they're not going to put it out. Just like even Deborah. Deborah had asked for 14 days, right? Because he just wanted the 14 days back. And she gave it to him originally for the 23rd. And then turn around. That's when Elizabeth says that the person who's supposed to be a witness is pregnant, and she's gonna have her child, I think the 27th, and she had already said it. She wanted to go back to the 9th. Then the judge tried to be fair and say, okay, let's just basically do it the 18th, which to me, I felt that was a win for Deborah. So,
wait, who were you talking about?
Deborah, the attorney, Robert's attorney. He had asked for 14 days because they had lost 14 days with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you feel like the extension was a win?
To me, it was a win because they weren't. She could have just not given him anything, but she gave him the 23rd. But then Geddes came in and said something about the supposedly potential witness was having a child around the 27th or 28th of August, and the 23rd was not good. So that's why she moved it up a little bit. But then she was also saying, well, can she just be one of your last witnesses? And she was like, no, because she wanted, I guess, her to be first. I think she's the strongest one, I think. So it's just
So who's pregnant?
Geronda. Y'all should know who's pregnant.
Okay, but I thought Rashonda was pregnant too. But maybe
Rashonda had her baby. She had her baby. This is a pregnant one. She's going to have a baby.
Huh?
She's going to have a baby, this person.
Okay, so Jahonda. Okay, so yeah. And I ain't mad if they put Jahonda on the stand first, because they gonna eat her up.
Yeah. They
gonna tear her apart. Her testimony, and I'm glad you told me that, because I'm about to be posting videos and stuff on her that, I was posting way back in the day, before when this all came about, that disputes everything she's ever said. So I will be posting those this coming week, because Jahonda, first of all, she has mental issues, and she's had them since she was a young child. And the girl that came on, what's his name? Dr. I told y'all my memory is so bad. What's the guy that on YouTube? What's his name? Dr. What's the guy that supports R. Kelly? What's his name?
You should know his name.
I forgot. I told y'all my memory is bad. Y'all don't remember his name?
Oh, I see people saying Dr. Rice on
yes, Dr. Rice. God. Dr. Rice. Okay, so her friend that came on Dr. Rice's YouTube channel, that interview in itself will dispute everything Johanna said, and I'm gonna post that too soon, because a lot of people have forgot about that, and a lot of people haven't seen it. So, do you guys remember?
Yeah. So Nina, let me ask you a question, Nina. How long you been following the whole R. Kelly thing?
From day one. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I've been an R. Kelly fan for a long time. As you all know, I run the Star for R. Kelly page, which I started in 2016. I also run the diehard R. Kelly fans page with Peter, and I also run the Team Kells group page. So when I started the Star for R. Kelly page in 2016, of course, none of this stuff was going on. You know, he was still, had, some haters out there about, still going on about that tape that came out in 2008. But people think people were messaging me saying, thinking my name was Star, like that, which I get it because it's Star for R. Kelly, right? But that wasn't why I started that page. I started that page because I felt like he deserved a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Right. And let me apologize to you because now I know exactly who you are. You are for R. Kelly. You run that. Yeah, I didn't know who you were the person. I kept looking at the name, and then I just looked back. Yeah, everybody, this is Nina Simone. She does run the diehard R. Kelly fan.
She runs a IG channel too.
Yeah.
Yeah, IG too.
Totally for
Tell
R.
her
Kelly.
which one the IG you do.
Nina Simone. It's Nina Simone.
There's another one too. Aren't you?
I don't run nothing else on Instagram.
Okay.
That's somebody else.
Yeah, that's Star for Kelly and the diehard R. Kelly fan. That's the group that you run and have, and you do be putting out information when it comes to Robert Sylvester Kelly. It had to click on me then because I not to apologize because I'd be like,
no, it's all good. But a lot of people didn't know because a lot of people didn't know for years that I ran that page because I never came front and center. I never did anything live. I just posted. But I decided like, okay, I'm like this, I'm gonna try this blogger thing and see what it do. Now, I just don't blog about R. Kelly. Like, I blog about everything, worldwide news, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm saying that page was started because of him, I still kept the name up there. Right. I just changed it yesterday, as a matter of fact. But so that's why I started that page, and that was way back in 2016. So, and I kind of, life happens, and I've just left that. I've never closed it, but I really wasn't doing too much with it for a while. And then when this stuff all this stuff start coming up, that's when I start doing more with the page. But
right. Another thing, about the rally coming up in New York, right? For
yeah, but just like I told Daddy Lolo, I don't do rallies.
No, I'm saying, but you don't have a problem with promoting on your Star for Kelly page, and
I do. I have been promoting it. Yep.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
When I promoted to every page.
Like I said, I gotta apologize. Let me clear this panel. I'm sorry, Sylvia. I gotta apologize because I kept thinking Nina Simone. I know the name.
No, what it is Kevin, is because I changed my name.
Right.
I ain't ashamed of my real name. My real name is Shalonda Sharice. So that was my name on my Facebook page, but I changed it because I felt like I just wanted like a business name. So I changed it to Nina Simone. I changed it everywhere to Nina Simone. So a lot of people be confused, like, bitch, who the fuck are you? But I changed my name to Nina Simone like maybe about 6-7 months ago. So a lot of people be like, I didn't know that was you.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so but that's my real name. Right, because you got it.
Yeah, I know that you is. You're on Facebook. You're my Facebook friend. I didn't know at first until I just look. I said, oh, okay, that's because you do support a lot of stuff when it comes to Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now I don't know how long.
I just was always on the back end. I never showed my face or anything. I just, posted stuff and shared it and did stuff like that. But I was like, I decided to come on front,
Yeah.
And that was it.
And Sylvia. Is she froze? Sylvia?
No, I was looking at something. What's up?
We can't hear you.
This is the way you looking.
No, I was looking at something on my computer. Sorry.
Y'all gotta see my auntie. She said that's my first one. But where is Randa?
She's in the bushes right there.
Oh.
Yeah, this not the Nina. This not the Nina that's against R. Kelly. This is the Nina that's for R. Kelly.
It's a Nina against R. Kelly?
Yeah, it is. I forgot that person's name, but I know exactly who you are. Yeah, because you had the R. Kelly shirts too. I remember.
Yeah, I have a business. You know what I'm saying? It's Zamore.com. ZHAMORE.com. And I do have R. Kelly t-shirts on there. If you want them, if you go on the website, it has RK at the top. You just click that link. And you can get
a lot of the t-shirts y'all used to see me wear, that came from her.
Yeah.
Yes, Lily definitely supported me.
Yeah, I've supported her.
And you got to understand Nina, when people come on platforms, if you're really paying attention to the chat, a lot of us is leery about a lot of things and a lot of people. So it don't really be no disrespect towards nobody, because we just be like, who are these people? Who are these people?
Right.
You know? So, I mean, and that's why I try to tell people, man, this R. Kelly situation is very, very, sensitive and serious, man, now than it is.
Can I ask you a question, Kev? After you finish, go ahead. After that, you finish.
Yeah, this case is just serious, man. This man life is really, really on the line, man. They trying to railroad him. And that's why I be speaking the way I speak. And to you, Silva, I wasn't trying to offend you. I don't know if you heard my live earlier. I wasn't trying to offend
I got a couple of calls about you. I was about to say something about that. And
I'm going to say something about it for you. Because at one time, you was like, man, I hear you. And then when I see a tweet and somebody talking about Sylvia asked me to put this out there, I'm like, we don't have to do all this, man. Some things people don't need to know.
But here's the deal. The man himself, last month in June was last month, yeah. Last month in June, he asked me to tell you guys this stuff. He asked me. That was coming straight from him.
I understand that.
That came straight from him to tell you guys that how much he appreciates you. He love you. And then the thing is, the reason why I showed it, because half of the people don't believe that. Don't believe that he.
Can I jump in?
Huh? Go ahead.
Sylvia, you don't need to worry about what people believe. That's number one.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You don't need to worry about what people believe. Being that you are a blogger and that you are on YouTube all the time and you are defending I don't think I agree with Kevin on that. I don't think it was smart for you to let people know that you communicate with him.
Right, because Bozo is, he trying to find
not because of.
But here's the thing: if the man asked me to do it, this is per his request. Now, per his request, I understand some people say no. His request, he requested this, not Sylvia, because I was talking to him long time before anybody knew
right
anything.
But
But-
what
but-
we're saying is, you could have just came on. You could have just made a post and said R. Kelly said this and that. That he, you know, he loved his fans. Boom. Who, if people believe it, they believe it. If they don't, they don't.
Right.
You don't have to say, "Oh, I'm talking to him through core links." And you don't have to do that. And I think it will be smart not to, because people are watching.
Yeah, they watching you,
And
especially
can I tell you
Bozo.
something? Can I tell you something? The government already knows everything that's being said. Every conversation we ever had, the government approves it before it goes back and forth. You
That's
understand what I'm saying? That's one thing. So it's not like the government don't know. Government knows. The
That's
government is the one who sent me the code for me to approve it.
That's true.
And trust me, anything that conversation I've ever had has always been uplifting scriptures and positive things. That's one of the reasons why he still communicates with me.
Nothing about
because
y'all don't discuss anything about the case.
Absolutely. The only thing I do give them scriptures that like when Peter did that whole video, I talked about that. I talked about the words that was in the song. I mean, I talk about things that's uplifting. To me, a person that's in jail don't want to hear the nonsense and the drama and all that. That's not even necessary.
Right.
He is at the lowest part of his life. The only thing he needs to hear is uplifting, encouragement, and telling him that no matter what he's going through, I'm here for you. Because there are people who are not for him that he thinks that was there for him are not for him. And that's one of the reasons why I do go to the court thing. I do go because I want him to know that there's somebody that's constant around just to be because who he is as a person, not a superstar. Because I could care less of his status. I see the human side of the individual. That's who I am. It has nothing to do with blogging. It has to do with him being a person that needs somebody to at least be there for him. His mama's not around. His siblings who should be in court are not in court. His so-called close friends are not there. He has to see at least one person that no matter how bad things get, they're going to be there for me. That's all he wants to see.
Really.
And that's all I do it for. I don't
understand.
do nothing else. Let me finish, Tyson. That's all I do it for. I don't do it for any kind of fame. I don't care what no one say. I know what my heart is. I know what I do. And if I ever get a position, I hope that there will be somebody in the world like me that will be there for me no matter what. No matter what. That's going to stick by me. Who's going to make sure that they move anything just to make sure that they're there. I see that face right there that gives me hope that I am going to get out of this. Mm-hmm. That's all I am there for. I don't care about all this extra that goes on YouTube. I don't care how many times they scandalize my name, take pictures, whatever. I am here because I am a supporter. I am here because I know how it feels for somebody not to be there for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm here for. That's it.
Right, and that's why at the beginning of this, I thanked you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I understand you, but I'm saying, but then you have people taking pictures of me for what? You have people worrying about my pocket, what I spend.
Right, exactly.
I don't ask nobody for nothing. And if I have to pay a bill, that's my damn business about my bill. You understand what I'm saying? I never ask anybody for anything. So my thing is, if I am there, I'm not, let me tell you, I'm hoping once he's out, I could go off and mind my business. I don't want no money from the man. I don't want no ticket. I don't want nothing from this man. All I want him to know is somebody that this man's such a superstar. Why isn't the whole courtroom full? Why? That's what it's about. It's not about him being a superstar. He's a human being. Right. He has feeling. Him looking inside that courtroom don't see a family member. You know how much that hurts? That a stranger, somebody like a Sylvia is there for you?
Yeah,
who don't know you?
But Sylvia, let me respond real quick. I understand what you're saying, but that's all I understand. There's people also that care about you too, and not just Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's the point I'm trying to make to you. I'm not making to the point that what you're doing is not real and from the heart. What I'm saying is you still have to make a good decision as well.
I'm making a good decision, Kevin. I'm making a good decision.
No, let me finish, Sylvia. what I'm trying to say is, especially when you know people want to get you in indictments and all that old stuff. That's not saying R. Kelly don't know he got fans out here that love him because we done did a lot of rallies, so he know he got the support out there. You follow what I'm saying? But when you got people that's concerned about your life as well, I'm not talking about R. Kelly right now. I'm talking about Sylvia. Sylvia, you have a life too. And when you got a dude on the other side talking about he got this packet, he goes saying, and Sylvia done this, and
But
Sylvia
let me
done
say
that.
something with you to you, Kevin. Okay, I have not done anything that is illegal that's going to put me in jail. Me talking about this and that's not going to put me in jail. Trust me. If they wanted me, they would have came and got me. I don't know the man like that. Like I told everybody, I don't know R. Kelly like that. I met him through this situation. That's all I know him from. Anybody that want to put me in the crap that I do not know nothing about. There's nothing. I know nothing. I don't know. I don't even know what his favorite ice cream. I don't know nothing. All I am is a supporter. I'm a person that is a true supporter. That's all I am. Nothing more, nothing less. And I'm not trying to gain no fame. I'm not here for fame at all. I'm here to do what God says do. He gave me an assignment. That's all I'm gonna do. And when I lay in that 6 feet under, He's gonna say, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Not well done. Oh, you're gonna be shining up there with R. Kelly. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for Cash App. I'm not here for nothing. I'm here to help a person. That's who I am. That's who God made me. I had these children, like the foster care and all this kind of stuff, because that's who I am. And whether or not anybody believes that or not, that's just me. That's just, you ask my sister, that's one person could tell you the type of person that I am. I will help the lowest of the lowest. There are people that's been on the street that I help, that nobody knows about. But that's who I am. So I don't care how many pictures anybody takes about me. That's their problem. The jealousy, God gave the favor. God said for him to contact Sylvia. God said for him to give Sylvia, to add Sylvia to his email thing. Not Sylvia. I never asked him for that. Because he knows a pure heart. That's what it's all about. Having a pure heart, not ill intention. I have not one ill intention towards that man. I don't care how much stuff they say, how much addresses, how much this, Sylvia did that. I don't care because I know where my heart is, where it lies. That's all that matters with me.
Right, and that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying, Sylvia, that you don't have to tell us. You don't have to prove anything to us.
Thank you.
Decisions become easier when your will to please God outweighs your will to please the world.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to prove it to us. That's
all I'm saying. Anybody. I'm not trying to prove it. He asked me to do it.
Right.
If it was Sylvia, I would have told you a long time ago what he was doing. What he
right. And so all you had to do was make a post and say,
but that's the way you say it. This is the problem. Everybody's trying to tell Sylvia what to do.
No,
I'm just saying, you said you should have did it this way. You should have did I did it the way I wanted to do it.
You did.
That's it. Let's just I did it the way I want to do it. I'm so sick and tired of people telling I'm 54 years old. I do what the hell I want to do. Yeah, you guys could give me your opinion, but that doesn't mean I have to listen to what your opinion is.
No,
my decision.
Sylvia, the only reason I'm saying it is because I don't want you to feel like you have to prove anything.
I'm not feeling I have to prove anything to anybody. I did it. That's the way I wanted to do it.
Okay. That's all I was saying. You don't have to prove anything to anyone.
Right, Sylvia. You don't have to prove anything.
You don't have to prove nothing to nobody that, because everything you do, somebody comes back and say, oh, she's lying. Oh, she don't know. She don't talk that. Oh, she don't. And what I'm telling you is ignore that. You don't have to prove anything.
I do.
As long as you know what's really going on. You don't have to prove nothing to anyone.
Sylvia.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can I speak? Hi,
yeah,
Sylvia.
Go ahead.
Hi, Tyson.
Hey, nobody.
Hi,
you got an echo.
I have an echo.
No, I hear you good.
She got an echo.
Okay. First thing I wanted to say is I don't see Sylvia doing anything wrong. I would never do anything wrong in the courthouse myself. I live here, so I know the rules in these buildings. I know the law in these buildings, and screaming inside of them, taking pictures in front of them, inside of them, that's not stuff that we could do, you know? And I don't appreciate how Sylvia came with a really good heart. And I was there in the morning before everybody got there. I saw when the camera crew got there, okay? I was the first one there. And to see Sylvia walk up made me feel happy. And I got up to greet her, to say hello, because I didn't know she was going to be there. I didn't know who was going to be there. And I still put myself in the same danger just to go show my support, because it's nobody else out there that's supporting this man. And you guys continue to talk about him like y'all looking at what's going on, but y'all only going by what y'all hear somewhere else. But when you're there in person and you see what's going on, it's a different feeling. It's a different story. It's a whole different type of energy. So to see Sylvia made me really happy, because I'm not alone by myself. I don't look crazy. I'm not the only one that supports him, and I'm here. So I thank you, Sylvia, for coming. And I'm sorry that they took me coming up to you and saying hi as a reason to take pictures of both of us, to try to talk about both of us. That shit is unnecessary. And I'm sorry to curse on your channel, but that's unnecessary. And to bring up frustration and old beef and drama that you got personal against somebody because you see us trying to be here to support somebody that you're not here to support, that you didn't take 2 hours and $200 to fly your ass to New York to support. You want to take pictures of me. You want to stalk me. You want to stalk Sylvia. You want to send women to do the same thing when I have every right to be here. I don't have to ask nobody shit. Like Sylvia just said, I don't have to be 50 years old, but I'm 25 and I'm still a grown-ass woman. I don't got to ask another grown-ass woman or a grown-ass man shit when I pay my own bills. I don't have to do that. So for those women to come and threaten me inside of a federal building, but didn't walk down the block to that Shake Shack to get their Shake Shack on, I don't want to hear nothing out of y'all fucking mouth. I don't want to hear that you support this man when you came there to threaten the people that do support him, the only people that he do have. And then on top of that, you do shit that we not supposed to do in the courthouse. So if y'all two is from here,
We can't hear you. Hello?
Yeah.
It must have been, she got cut off. Kendra says she's lost what's going on. So, Sylvia, do you want to tell Kendra what's going on? We can't hear you.
Sorry, I muted myself.
Okay.
As far as what?
I'm sorry.
About what nobody's anything was saying about taking pictures, and I think Kendra doesn't know anything about that.
Okay, go ahead. Nobody's anything. Tell her what happened.
I'm sorry that I got cut like that. I pressed the wrong button. I was just saying, like, we are all adults here, and for everybody hasn't been to jail before, so everybody don't know this process like that. But it is something that we have to be very delicate with. And I just want to put out there that I have not done anything to break any rules either. I drew on the ground with chalk, and I had police being called on me while I was doing something genuine out of my heart. I went there to light candles. I went there to let balloons go for everybody that was there with me in spirit. So there's no reason for people to be taking pictures of people and trying to make us look one way, talking about our shoes, talking about my weight, when y'all didn't fucking do nothing. Y'all did not ever come back down the block to do shit. So why come out of your way to come over here and try to do something to somebody who's way older, I'm young enough to do this shit with y'all, and I'll be all right. There's people that's way older in this shit, and y'all got so much to lose. But it's something. It's one thing to risk yourself and come out here and do it, and then it's another thing to be safe doing it. But you got people that are coming out purposely to fucking spoil the milk, to fuck up the process, to make people think other shit. I came out and I went to that Shake Shack and I told those bitches they wasn't gonna do nothing. Sylvia went there to support him. I went there to support him. Janet went to support him. We did not need our pictures taken, especially by a bunch of bitches that claimed they was gonna knock me out inside of a federal building. Why are y'all here? Did y'all come here to support him? Because I didn't say a word to him. Sorry, I don't mean to curse. I didn't say a word to them. I sat there and laughed in their face while they threatened me and talked about me and threatened Sylvia and talked about Sylvia. If I was dumb enough, I would have made a scene right then and there, and we all wouldn't have made it upstairs. She stood right there and said she was going to call her son on my friend. That don't got nothing to do with
Wait, I didn't even know all that happened.
Nothing. Right. So
I didn't know nothing about that.
That's going on right now. There's a lot that's going on right now that's coming from people that's under the wrong people. Now, everybody that's under Sylvia, y'all know that she has genuine intentions. Everybody that watched me do it on my live know that I have genuine intentions. I'm here to find out the fucking truth, like everybody else. I don't want to hear it out of a blogger's mouth anymore. That's why I went. That's why I went. I don't care if I got to see his face. I don't care if he gets to recognize me. I don't care. I never wrote him a letter. I don't care about that. I'm here to support him, to get to the truth so that I know which side, which way to go.
And it's sad that you have to.
I'm following behind people that are dramatic, people that want to cause harm to me and the man that can't speak for himself. How could they do that? This is my grandmother's favorite singer, not mine. But I believe in his innocence. It's not about me showing up looking skinny with pants, with hair, with nothing. I don't give a fuck about that. I go outside with Crocs and socks every day. I don't care about that. I'm in New York where celebrities are always here. I'm not starstruck by nobody. That ain't my first time being on TV, by the way. That ain't my first time being on the news, by the way. But y'all don't know me. So for everybody that think people clout, we out here really believing in this man's innocence and you not paying your money, you not getting your ass up to come, that's on you. Don't judge nobody else. The only judge in this situation is Donnelly.
Exactly.
And God.
Thank God.
I don't mean to scream, y'all, but damn, these people. Oh! Ah!
I get it. Nobody. I don't like calling you nobody's anything. But that's your name, so I'll call you Mercedes. I
Crocs
do
and
not.
socks.
Huh?
No,
What you say?
somebody put the socks in the chat.
Oh. But my whole thing
I'm
is
so
that
sorry
you're gonna have criticism, you're gonna have haters, you're gonna have that is never gonna go away because people's spirits
That's
aren't
okay
right.
to have.
So,
But when you got
but
people
what my whole
threatening
thing
you
is, can
and
you
being
guys
stalkers
ignore
and
it?
taking
Are you
pictures-
able? No, Mercedes. My whole thing is this: are you able to ignore it and just keep on
I
going
ignored
with
it
your
when they
day?
was in my face
Listen,
telling me
you telling us to ignore it.
I'm
You
not-
guys just ask us questions about it. So I wasn't bringing it. The only thing I was talking about the what happened thing. I was only talking about what happened at the hearing.
Yeah, that's the only questions that I had.
So you asked, one of y'all asked about who was taking your pictures or something like that. Somebody asked that question. That's why Mercedes started talking about it.
No, I'm not saying nothing about what happened tonight. I'm saying because we all have seen the back and forth on YouTube. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm not talking about this specific situation. I'm just talking about in general.
Okay.
Are you able to ignore?
I try my hardest. I try my hardest to ignore it majority of the time. But as a human being, when enough is enough, you just gotta just let it out and let it go. You know. And I'm not saying how I do it is right.
Enough is enough.
But if you sit around and the people keep nagging and nagging and nagging, eventually the bear is just gonna come out. That's just human nature.
These people have showed my naked body. You think I'm gonna stand there and ignore the fact that they're threatening me? But they stood there and ignored the fact that I said come to the Shake Shack though. So I just want to know, it's easy to ignore them in a place where it's not the time for that. But after we get out that place, what y'all want to do? Because me and Sylvia got different situations in this. These bitches, I'm sorry to call them whatever they are, but they there. They showed whatever they showed. They got something to do with that. And then they come in a federal building and start threatening me. Now, like I said, I'm young and I'm dumb. I could have made that mistake one more time. You see what I'm saying? And been okay. I could have fucked some shit up in there and nobody would have made it upstairs. But that's not the reason why I'm there. That's a distraction.
And you know what? It's funny that you say that, Mercedes.
Don't got nothing else better to do.
It's funny that you say that, Mercedes, because I was listening to Deboski's live today, and some girl got on there. I guess the girl y'all talking about, and she basically said nothing. You know that they seen you, and she said, "Oh, that's ET," and she said, "Don't say nothing to her." Like basically, no one said anything to you.
Drama. Let me tell y'all something. These are drama-filled individuals.
Wait, Sylvia, hold
on.
I was sitting.
She can't hear me.
There on the bench, okay, and it's people in that park right there. So when they started walking up, I just looked over there. I didn't even know who was there. I looked to see who it was. And Glinda was like, why the fuck that bitch looking at me like we not supposed to be here? And then they started talking shit. And that's when they started taking pictures. A little bit after that is when Sylvia walked up. And I got up to say hi to her. And they took pictures of that as well. But they didn't come up to me in my face and take no pictures of me.
And here's what happened too when I
like we not supposed to be here. You walked past me saying that. You ain't come up to my face and take no picture of me. But I thought you was gonna knock me out. I thought you was Big Bertha. I thought this was gonna happen. Kayla, I'm not gonna stop cursing. Fuck it. These people are violating. It is what it is. It's part of the English language. I'm sorry to go against that, but I'm not gonna stop cursing. No, y'all not in the same situation as me. And to y'all, this shit is a show. This is really happening to me. Really happening to me. And they live here. And they waited until yesterday to do that dumb shit when we could meet up anytime. They writed me telling me they got my address. We not in the same box. So fuck all of that. No, don't curse. None of that. No, fuck that. Fuck that. We tired of this shit.
What's her sign?
Damn. That's why I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I didn't want to do this like this because I know myself and I know how I feel about this situation. We all in New York right now, if y'all listening. My number is 304-281-2174. Call me to knock me out. Call me to knock me out.
Well, maybe we could get them to come on the live so this could be resolved.
See, they're not coming on my live.
They don't need to come on this live.
No.
Because they don't have no room over here. They don't have no room over here.
No thanks.
Y'all want to go over there? Y'all keep that shit over there. There's no room over here for that. There's no apologies being accepted. There's no squashing, no beef. I just said my number. You got my channel. Y'all got my email, my Twitter, my Instagram. Do you want my Snapchat? Because I got cab money. If y'all listening to this shit,
D, you know I don't have no O's in my name. And my name is Nina.
Don't take no pictures of me when you got my number.
Nina.
Reach out and touch something. Reach out and touch something. I don't want scream and argue and get mad about this shit. I want to support what the fuck I believe in. But all of this gotta come with that? That's crazy. I've been through enough because of those people. And now it's, oh, I told you she knew that. I know this was da-da-da. I know this da-da-da. Cut it out. Bro, call me, my nigga. I don't have no reason to sit in my bathroom right now with foam coming out the side of my mouth when y'all could call me.
Okay, yeah. Can we come?
I'm not leaving.
Mercedes, Mercedes, hold on. Yeah. Oh, can she hear me? Mercedes,
Yes,
can you hear me? Can we move on? Because I don't want to give so much energy to them because it's not necessary. You said what you have to say. Let's, huh?
trying to, but I gotta understand that it's very hard to talk about this when and not curse. When my
No, I
vagina has
understand that, but let's move
when
on.
it's
We're
allowed
giving
to
them
do
too
our
much
job.
energy. We're giving, because this is supposed to be us talking about what happened at court. We're giving too much energy to people that is irrelevant. They are very much irrelevant. I understand you're frustrated. I am frustrated too. But you release it and let it go. Let's just move on. Okay. Let's just move on because it's not necessary. And I know, trust me, I know how you feel because I felt the same way too. Because I understand. Trust me, I do, and I know how you feel. I know what you're going through. I know it, but we can't give them that much energy. We can't, because that makes them win, and that defeats everything that we have done, everything that we're doing. You cannot give people who are irrelevant so much energy no more of our time to be given to them. This channel's not supposed to be about them. And I do, trust me, I know what you're feeling.
I apologize for getting in my feelings, but
No, but I
just want them to know that
understand. You have your feelings are accurate. They do matter. They do. Now that's why I allowed you to go ahead and vent. But let's not make this whole live about them because they're irrelevant. The most important person is Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's the only person that is the most important. And I understand jealousy will make you do a lot of things. They are jealous because you are moving, you're doing things, and other people are doing things, and they hate it. Trust me.
I'll be
They
right back.
hate it. And you keep doing things, they're going to
Somebody
continue
told me-
hating it. Do you understand what I'm
Somebody
saying?
told me when you do God's work, you summons demons.
That's when the demons
Is that
come.
true, Ms.
That's when
Sylvia?
you know you're doing right. When the demons coming after you like that.
And Sylvia, let me just make it clear, because you was on my channel the other day when I was speaking what I was saying, and you was like, "I get what you're saying," and the only reason I say what I say is because I want you to hear what I'm saying. It's not that anybody got nothing against you about being in communication with R. Kelly. It's not about that. It's about the people that are trying to get you locked up with R. Kelly.
Listen, DJ, let me explain something to you.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm not getting locked up. I'm not getting locked up. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
But you can't. But you
I'm not
can't
even putting that energy out there. I don't receive that. It's not going to happen.
all that, but you can't still knock other people for still being concerned. That's all I'm saying, Sylvia.
Trust me, Kevin, I appreciate it. I really do. But I'm not afraid of none of those people. I'm not afraid of none of them.
All right.
If you think I was afraid of them, I wouldn't go nowhere. I go everywhere by myself. I'm not afraid of nobody. I do not walk in fear at all.
I'm not understand walking no fear. Nowhere near that.
That's right. That's what exactly. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. Because trust me, I know God has a place for me in heaven. But we're not promised to be here forever anyway. All right. Sis, go ahead on. Say something. I know you haven't said not one word. Where's my sister at? Are you listening, girl? Are you sleeping?
Who?
My sister. I was talking to my sister. right, chat. Would y'all have any questions? I can answer some of you guys' questions.
Your sister don't got nothing to say?
I'm waiting for her to come back. She's still probably cooking.
Oh,
But our family, we cook late like crazies. But
I
we know that's why I'm fat, because I'm eating late. All right. Anybody have a question?
Let me see if anyone has a question on my side. Oh, hold on.
Okay, it says, when do jury selection begin? It begins on August 9th. August 9th. Okay, next question is, God's true people, Miss Sylvia, don't fear anything. Yes, true. The question is, nobody's anything. Why didn't you file harassment charges on the people bothering you? Where did she go? Where'd she go? Where's nobody anything? They're asking questions.
Because I wouldn't.
Oh, there she go. Where'd you go? They got a question. Go ahead. There's a question for you. Nobody, anything. You know, I hate calling you that name too. I'm gonna call you Mercedes. They have a question for you.
I'm sorry, I got dropped off.
Well, they have a question for you. What did the question say? He says, why didn't you follow? Where I forgot the question. What was the question?
Why didn't she file charges on them when they attacked her at the courthouse?
Y'all don't know what I'm doing, you know? That's why I don't want to jump on panels and talk about shit like this, because I like to move in silence, because I'm really like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
She's
joking,
moving in
you know,
silence.
Y'all don't know what I'm doing. So I haven't shared that with people because it's not for everybody to know. It's for them to try it out and see.
Yeah, they were just acting out of concern, Mercedes.
Okay,
Everybody's
next question.
concerned, but, you know.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Forensic guy, until you walk in someone's shoes, you cannot tell them nor control how they feel, but use your common sense and move in silence. All righty. Pam,
Exactly.
Sylvia, why are this going when this man is fighting for his life? Sad about this. Pamela, you're right. It is pretty sad. It is really sad. You're absolutely right. Phoenix says, when Devereaux stated that he wanted an old-fashioned questionnaire for the jury, what did the judge say? Oh, the judge basically says that you've been in my courtroom before. You know how the things do it. And he's like, oh, yeah. So as long as you do it the same way then, like you did before, then I'm okay with this. They both laugh and smile about it. So.
Yep, they smiled and sat down after that and was like, okay.
Yep.
What does that mean?
I don't know. There's some language between them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But let me just tell you, to me, it seems like they've been in each other's presence before. Well, we know they have, because he's a Brooklyn
Thank
You
trial
talking about
attorney.
the judge and Canick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How did he look and present himself in court?
He's kind of like short, and to me, he was short because I'm like, a tall for a woman.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7.5". Make sure you give me my half.
Girl, I'm 5'9".
Whatever. Forget you. Oh, no, she making me look bad.
This the stallion over here, baby.
Did the judge allow Mr. Kelly's attorney additional time to file motions that Greenberg missed?
What was the question? Say it again.
Did the judge allow Mr. Kelly's attorney additional time to file motions that Greenberg missed?
Oh, they still got time to file a motion. They got until July something.
Yeah,
July
there's not
18, I
extra
think.
Time as in like past the trial or anything, but They gave him from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to see him 7 days a week instead of the 3 days out of the week. So she was saying, like, since they changed that, he should be prepared, for it. And Greenberg, Sylvia, I don't know why they let him talk.
I'm so glad he gonna be gone after the 15th.
Yes.
I hate him.
Who you hate?
Is the
Greenberg.
Oh. Yeah, I really didn't like that, the way he did that. I really didn't. That's not nice. Next question is, hold on, we got another question. Hold on. Okay, because somebody asked, who is the heavy guy you were walking with? I don't give people name unless they allow me to, so we're gonna pass that question. Next question, it says, is the tension high in the
Well, who is he though?
I can't tell you.
You
I don't know.
gotta use his name,
I'm
though.
not telling people name. I don't know.
No,
Next question.
Sylvia, we don't want his name.
What up,
I
Sylvia?
just want to
What's
know
good?
who he is.
Sylvia, what's good? What's
Hey,
up,
Dom.
everybody in the chat?
Hey
What's
guys.
up, panel, Alexis, A, Marshall, nobody,
What's up,
MB,
man?
DJ.
Hey, thank you
Nina.
for the
What up?
hey.
Sylvia, we don't want his name. We just want to know who he is.
He's a person.
I think that's irrelevant. I'm just being real. That's irrelevant.
Yeah, we don't need to give out that information, though. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. But I just wanted to come on briefly.
D, I'll message
Sylvia,
you after this.
Okay, next person. Question. Hold on. We're trying to, Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Before I get to the next question, go ahead.
I just wanted to come on briefly and just say a few things regarding the live that so far what I've caught. And my thing is this, right?
This is not a time for a whole conversation. This is a time just for asking.
I'm talking about but I'm talking
you
about
know I always gotta
what's going
fight
on,
you.
Yeah, no, it's cool. No, what people need to realize is someone going down to the courthouse to take a picture of someone there and they claim to be R. Kelly supporters, they're not supporters, okay? It's different. If they went down there to take a picture with you, to journalize, write down the information like Sylvia did and gave it to the people, that's different. You chose to go down there, take a picture, come on live, make fun of people, laugh at them about how their weight is, this and the third, which is completely irrelevant to R. Kelly's case, okay? So you can't be a real R. Kelly supporter, and that's just childish as hell. Obviously putting people's life in jeopardy and all this, young people, older people taking pictures, young people, whatever is going on. And Sylvia's good. Nobody's good. They spent their own money to come down to that courthouse, okay? Whether it was flight, travel, car, walk, whatever the case was, bought paint to do the ground, whatever it was. They spent their own dollar to get down there to support this man. And like Sylvia said, there wasn't that many people in the courthouse in support of him. So he clearly isn't that. He's loved, but a lot of people aren't making that sacrifice. I haven't even been to a court date. You know what I mean? I still donate to everybody.
You support.
But I support.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm always out there to get the message out, everything, And so my thing is this: you can't knock another person for who's trying to go down there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's different if you guys both went out there together and you guys had a disagreement. Okay, cool. Do your separate things, go your separate ways. You feel what I'm saying? And do you? Yeah, like you don't need to cause this to blow up this drama to where it's overshadowing R. Kelly's case.
Thank you, Dom.
This man wrong.
I don't think R. Kelly supporters, if you have a problem with another R. Kelly supporter, don't bring it to the forefront. How you look behind the scenes, don't let everybody know it's a problem.
But here's the thing, Nina. I've never had a problem with none of these people. They have a problem with me. And the thing is, like, God, I don't know them. In fact, I went and hugged them. Look, I greeted them. I hugged them. I did not know that they had daggers for me. I never knew that.
Right, but Sylvia, that's not a dagger. Taking a picture of you at the courthouse, that you know how that makes them look as a person. That, you know what, I'm gonna go down there. Like, are you a part of the Secret Service? Are you a part of the FBI? Like, why are you taking pictures of someone that's at the courthouse supporting somebody? And I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know these people. I don't know them. I'm not trying to bash them because I don't know them to bash them. I'm just saying from what you guys have told and brought to the thing, I think that is it's irrelevant, it's pointless. And when things go like this, it's gonna overshadow the injustice of R. Kelly's already being done wrong. So when you guys do things like this is only gonna make it to where the public and the media is gonna see stuff like this, but not the actual injustice of his case. You see what I'm saying? And then they're gonna throw the slam around. So it's like it's childish, it's petty. I mean, yeah, maybe you don't like the person, you don't like someone, whatever. But hey, y'all all grown, you know. And I'm only in my 20s. Y'all, you know, most, you know, his supporters are older. You know, they're around his age. Yeah. So it's like, y'all, like, you guys should know better. You know, if you don't like somebody, keep it pushing. At work, if you don't like somebody, do you argue with them every day? No, you just gonna disregard them and keep it pushing. But you're in the same office as them because that's what you do as an adult. So it's like, yo, and this is why, honestly, this is why R. Kelly is in this situation. It's because of behavior like this. Straight up, I'm just being real. Because of people having behavior like this, he's in this type of a situation. So that's all I really want to say. You know, just stay focused. You can't let these people bother you and, you know, scare you to go to wherever you want to do and ruin your thought process. Keep it about the case. Keep it about, you know, this live, what you talking about, you going to the courthouse. Talk about what happened and then keep it pushing, you know, but make sure it's just about the injustice. That's it. All the other extra drama and how you look and someone taking pictures, that's all irrelevant.
Yep, that's why that's my son, Dom. I tell you, my son is smart.
And he's honestly, very smart, and I agree. Yes. And for the record, Sylvia, I think you look beautiful. You are a beautiful Black woman, and I hope you don't let nothing deter you from that. You know, do you know that you are a beautiful Black woman?
Thank you, Nina. I appreciate it.
Right, and not only that,
you
makes you look jealous.
I said, do you know that
I do. I mean, I do. I that's why I ignore them. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good.
So don't.
And Sylvia.
Yes.
Go ahead, Nina.
No, I was done. I just wanted to make sure she knew.
No, I was just saying. It makes you look jealous. You see what I'm saying? That's like if my friend goes to Coachella. My friend goes to Coachella, but I'm throwing indirect shots, posting like, "Oh, he's there." Like his friend bought it for him. That makes you look jealous. That makes you if you wanted to be there so bad, why didn't you spend your hard-earned dollar or get a cash app or however, and you go travel to the court date? At least they're traveling there. And she wasn't standing there parlaying, kicking it. She went there literally to get the information, see the courthouse, whatever was going on, see how you look, what the judge and the court reporter said, and took off. That was it.
I left. Sure did. I left right behind
it. She brought that right, and you brought that to YouTube, and for all of us to know, had you not gone there, who would have brought that? I mean, maybe nobody's anything, but you guys were the only two bloggers, at least that I'm aware of, that was there.
Yeah,
so to go there and just take a picture of somebody and laugh, or just to see, I want to see how Robert looks. That's irrelevant. It's cool to know that how he looks in good shape, whatever. But that's all irrelevant. It's about the case. You see what I'm saying? And that's good insight.
I would love to know who took those pictures because everyone is denying it.
No, it was two of them.
It's irrelevant.
It was only two of them standing there. It was only two of them standing there because what happened is that when I walked up, I spoke to nobody's anything. I spoke to her friend and I spoke to the guy that was with them. And they were standing across the street in front of the courthouse with their phones like this, taking pictures. And then so when I went live to show where I said, "Oh guys, y'all know where I'm at. Y'all saw that video, right?" I said, "Guess where I'm at?" And I'm showing the building. All of a sudden, she comes on my live and said, "Oh, don't put me in this. I'm not in no mess. I'm not in y'all drama." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I don't even take pictures of you. I'm not taking any kind of video of you. I'm taking the building." So then I say, "Well, I just don't want that drama." So we went inside the courtroom and all this kind of stuff. And then I come back. Somebody tells me that, "Oh, they just put video. They sent it to Debo of your picture," and then I'm like, "What?" And so I went to her inside the thing. I said, "You talking about me putting you in the video, but you took up my picture and you put it out on the street. Why? And who's messy now?" That's what I said to her. "Who's messy now? What are you talking about? I didn't do it. It might be somebody." They both was blaming each other. It was only two of them. It was only 2 of them,
Mhm.
and
Right,
then they go.
right.
It was
and
only 2 of them, and it wasn't no block or no park.
Nari was not there. She's a liar. She's a
Thank
big
you.
fat liar. Only person was there
Big one.
was those 2. That's it.
Period.
There was nobody else, and
And
she
I
talking
hear
about in the
you.
car.
I hear you.
Nobody, no cars could be there. Just police cars are there. So stop. I mean, these people, they lying self. What purpose did it serve for you to take pictures? And then they talk about my shoes. They talk about my body. They talk about my head. They talk about
That's
this.
irrelevant, though.
Dang.
Sylvia, that's all irrelevant.
Really?
That's all irrelevant. That's all
Talking
irrelevant.
about, yeah, I mean, they were like going in on my shoes.
Who
I'm
cares?
like, what?
You know what I mean? Like, who cares? It's
Look at
all
they
pointless.
shoes. They
And
have
the reason
$5
why,
sandals on with crusty ass toenail polish.
right? That's all relevant. The reason why you came to New York was for Robert Kelly's case. Period. That's
Hold on,
it.
Dallas
So
got
anything
something to
else is
say.
irrelevant.
Hold
That's
on.
it.
And you are so, I'm sitting here listening to it. Y'all are all right. And Dom, you are so smart. I was literally just telling her, I look a mess, so I'm not getting on the camera. But even on my worst day, I still look better than them. One thing for sure, no pretty ladies or no beautiful people are going to talk about somebody else. Pretty girls don't get into that. Beautiful women don't get into that.
Right.
So I do not see no Beyonce's talking crap. I do not see no Rihanna's talking crap. So it's like, look
Yep.
at yourself. And I don't want to put nobody down, but look at yourself. What were your shoes looking like?
Well,
What was your hair looking like?
no. If I was really nasty, there we got pictures of their
Right.
ashy feet.
Oh
Yep,
shit!
and
No lotion.
And also,
No lotion.
Sylvia,
No lotion.
No
Oh,
lotion, chipped
Sylvia,
up
you-
nail polish,
you also-
ashy five
so
they
dollars.
got the Jesus Air Force Ones on.
Toes is jacked up, but I didn't do that. Somebody gave me that picture because I wasn't thinking about no pictures.
Sylvia,
And-
did they
and
have
Sylvia,
the
you
Jesus
have-
Air Force Ones?
you have to remember too,
They had
like,
sandals and ashy feet.
Woo!
right.
They look like they've been kicking
Real ashy,
sand.
$5 sandals.
Sylvia, you gotta,
Hmm?
you guys gotta
Nobody
remember
said-
too,
who
right?
said they had
I
on
don't know if
Nike
people are
sandals?
haters or whatever,
Oh man.
but
Is that what you
look,
said? Nobody
do you see
Mercedes?
when someone talks mess,
I
when
said
someone
it's no
talks
saying
mess
New
about
York is
LeBron
only concrete,
James,
so they was kicking
Beyonce,
bricks.
Jay-Z, do they address their haters? They don't.
No.
They let them be.
They
Are you gonna
don't.
see
They don't.
Jay-Z on the street beefing with a homeless guy? You'll
No,
never
you
see
don't.
that because it's irrelevant. You see what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with what's going on in your situation. So let them
It's
talk.
trifling.
You know who you are as a person, and keep it pushing. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's about kills. Period.
I just want to say this quote that I found the other day, and it says, "Sometimes God will allow the opposition that you face to be the very thing that causes your elevation. The determining factor is how you respond to the opposition. Don't lose yourself in the negativity. God really will make your enemy your footstool."
Amen. I
Mhm.
received that. I received that.
Mm-hmm.
I received that. That is some good stuff.
Amen.
But if you notice, I didn't get on there my day. When I went there yesterday, I got on live. I told you guys what happened. I discussed that. That was my main focus. And that's my focus today. But sometimes we got a little petty. Sometimes,
Yeah.
Right, and that's all I wanted to say, Sylvia. And then just
Thank
don't drag
you,
it out.
Dom.
Of course, you got to address things sometimes, but you can't drag it out. If you make it,
That's true.
so far stretched, it's just like then it just takes over from the real,
But
purpose.
here's the thing. The sad thing is, y'all. Let me tell you something. The crap that's been that we're talking, this channel is full. It was over almost 300 something people. It's 325 at one point. But let me say, let's get in here and talk about prayer for Robert. Let's go and do this for Robert. You will see like 2 or 3 people in the chat. Y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many days I
You know,
did that 40-day fast, huh? I did a 40-day
That's
fast,
right.
praying every day. We could barely get 35 people in the chat.
Because people like drama.
You're right. No, you're right, Sylvia. But also too, just before I leave, just really quick, I wasn't meaning any Nina Simone. I wasn't meaning any disrespect in the beginning of the live. I was in the chat or whatever. It was just when you came on, it seemed as if like a lot of people in the R. Kelly sector, if they don't know who you are, we're gonna think like, oh, this person might be, trying to go against him, or something like that. So that's it. That's all it was. It was no, nothing. I wasn't trying to be rude or nothing, but you just sometimes I think in the R. Kelly sector, because so many people have been trying to set this man up, it's like people want to know, and clarify, who people are. So that's all. I wasn't meaning,
But
to be rude.
were you on here when I clarified who I am?
Yeah. I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also too, not you. This is for everybody. Especially people who like are behind the scenes. I think not everything is for the internet. That's just not for you. I'm just saying for everybody who goes to court and
You are absolutely right.
Exactly.
But some
That's
things,
all-
if they
that's
bring
all
it to
I
the internet, you
think
handle it
of.
in the internet. If they bring it to the internet, you handle it in the internet. Some things.
No.
Yeah.
Sylvia.
I said some things. Some things.
Some things you gotta let go and go on with your life. You don't have to respond to everything. You don't have to answer to when you call to everything, Sylvia. You don't.
I love Nina. She's real.
You don't.
Nina, you real, girl.
Y'all
I
have a
am
blessed night.
very fucking lit.
Y'all, excuse me. I got people who want to know what happened at Robert at the court. We need to go back and discuss that because I have people who late because they see the title and they wanna know what happened at court. Sorry. All right. What did? Go ahead. Nobody's anything. Could you please tell your viewpoint of what was said at court and what happened?
D, I'm not gonna play with you.
For the most part, I feel like Judge Ann Donnelly is really she's not working against him. She's working with him.
That's what I said too.
She sees that they haven't been doing their job the way that they're supposed to do as far as for the changes that's been made, and she's questioning the right people about why hasn't this gotten done? Because the next time I feel like she sees them, there's not going to be any excuse on why the injustice is happening and it's not being accepted. Like, she's not taking it easy on the lawyers, and she doesn't really care about the drama that they have going on behind the scenes. She only cares about the case and the things that's going on in the case. And a lot of the time, she was cutting them off when they tried to tell, like,
No, you got noise in your background.
I got noise?
No, it's Lolo. Go ahead. I can hear you now. Go ahead.
You're right. Nobody's.
Yeah, like, they're not working against him. They're working with him. So I would like if everybody could have a little bit of a positive attitude, from here on out, because she does see what's going on, and she's not jumping down Robert's throat about it. She's jumping down his lawyer's throat about it. So all that we could do is just see how things go out from here. But from the start, I don't really have a bad feeling about Donnelly, and she's not blind, deaf, or dumb, and she's the biggest thing that they need to worry about than the lawyers. She knows how to deal with this situation, and from what I see, she had them yesterday because some of them was stuttering after she asked them a question. They was couldn't answer nothing. Don't know why y'all not doing nothing.
Even Steve was stuttering. Yep. She checked them too because she didn't want them to keep doing that mudslinging. She did not want them to keep going back. She wanted them to deal with what. And then they made some comments about certain things, illiteracy and all this kind of stuff. She was like, okay, why is nobody tell me that basically he needed those accommodations, which they should have made those accommodations. They could have got him something, a reader or something.
2 years ago.
Yeah, they could have got him a reader, like the thing to read to him what was on the documents. You had those things on on iPads that reads to you exactly what you don't have somebody just to read it to you. The thing could read it to him. You understand what I'm saying? But they didn't do that. They didn't have those accommodations.
Even not too fond of the. I'm sorry.
Even the fact when she talked about how is okay. Yeah, they said that they wasn't allowing him to see him, right? She was like, okay, then did anybody try? They were making excuses. I was like, okay, why y'all didn't go visit him? Y'all say Steve didn't do it. Okay, well, did you go visit him? He even asked him that because Tom said Steve was the one didn't go visit him. Okay, did you go visit him? He couldn't say yes. He didn't. He visited him.
He was
You
like,
understand what I'm saying?
He was stuttering. He couldn't answer none of that. And those are the simple questions, you know, that I thought.
Exactly, and that's why his ass is going to be gone.
No,
July 15th.
no, wrong person.
Oh,
Wrong person. Hey,
who couldn't answer?
that was Tom that couldn't answer the question.
Yep.
Hey.
Does Tom stutter?
Yeah, he
A
stuttered.
lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was playing double dutch with his ass. I'm sorry.
I think
again. I'm so
Tom
sorry, y'all.
could answer the question. He stutters, and people need to realize respect.
No, he was nervous and he was like timid, like he was scared to say something. Yes, he was.
No, he was saying
Perception
that
of
he
people
don't
that
know.
stutter.
No,
I have an
he
uncle
was
that
saying-
stutters.
No. It wasn't about the stuttering.
That he don't know.
It wasn't just about the stuttering. It wasn't just about the
He
stuttering.
was saying that he don't know. He
Yeah, he said, I don't know.
I don't know.
He don't know what.
She asked him a question about like, okay, you saying that, okay, because at one point he said that there was people recording the conversation that the attorneys was having in the jailhouse, right?
Mhm.
And she asked him, well, so this is serious matter. Does this happen? He was like, he don't know. Then it was like, okay, then why are you bringing it up?
Recording of what conversation?
Okay, there was a statement placed in that the MCC, when Robert was talking to them, they were recording the conversation. The MCC people were recording it. There was a video.
They were recording the conversations that he was having with his attorneys.
Attorneys, yes, that's what was said. Okay, so then she said, "This is a serious allegation that you're saying. Is this happened?" So he goes and say, "He don't know."
Wait, so are they not supposed to be recording?
No,
Not attorneys. No, not attorneys' conversation. No.
no one can record except the court reporters. Period.
No, we're talking. Don. We're talking about in jail. This is in jail thing we're talking about.
So I'm confused.
They're not supposed to. That's a client and lawyer's privilege, attorney's privilege. They're not supposed to record anything.
So
That's
where
all
did the judge get information that they were recording conversations with the attorney?
It's in the minutes. It's in the motion. It's in the motion.
Yeah, it's in the motion. But
Right,
there's
but
two
who
types.
said that?
It's in the motion.
Tom did. Tom said it in the motion. It's in the motions.
Yeah, he said that they were recording him, and he had to make phone calls from the shower.
Yeah.
So, but there's two types of calls when you're in jail. Where they record you, like if you want to place a call where they legally can and they will record you, and then there's some where you're supposed to be talking to your client, to your attorney, and they're not supposed to record you.
There's nothing supposed to be recorded from your attorney when you have a conversation with your attorney. Nothing.
Because then that's basically compromising your case, and everybody would be, you know what I mean? Because if you say one little thing, even if you're not saying that I did something or I didn't, that's still everybody. They would use that against everyone, you know. So that's why they.
Okay, so how do they know that the calls were being recorded?
Because the attorney told them.
They said it
in the motion.
But how did the attorney know that?
Who's not speaking English?
I have no idea. I don't know how he found out, but he clearly knows. He probably was. I don't know, but he put that in the motion.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who told the attorney that the calls were being recorded?
I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works, but he said.
They said they saw a camera back there, and then they told them that the cameras are not operable. They saw the camera there when Robert was talking to them because they do a FaceTime. They were doing FaceTime conversation. Not FaceTime, iPhone. You know what I mean? They saw him. And
so, what did the judge say?
She said this is a serious allegation. The stuff that they put in the paper was serious, and she wanted to address it, even though she wasn't going to change her mind because there was nothing that they put in there that could change her mind based on what Steve said. Because Steve wrote the letter refuting everything that they were saying. So it was like, why, if this is what's happening, why you didn't say anything to me?
Exactly. And that's my problem with Steve, because had he brought this to the forefront a year and a half ago, I would be like, wow, this is crazy and it's believable. You can't bring this to the forefront when you're fired. That makes you look suspicious.
But she kept saying stuff. Okay, the second court said agree with this. You guys have not brought me anything to change my mind about my ruling. The ruling is going to stick. Everybody's saying that she does Donnelly's after robbery can get, but you have attorneys that were I mean, what do you call it? Inefficient.
Right.
What is it?
Right.
Ineffective. Whatever he said, because they never. Because okay, I'm gonna tell you for example, Nina, when we did those petition, right, saying that he's not a threat to community, whatever. They never brought that to him. Never brought it to the judge. Never talked about how he's never been a flight list. He showed up at every court case. In fact, he turned himself in. They never talk about those kind of things. Things that would help build a reason why he's not a flight risk, a reason why he's not a threat to the community.
Exactly.
They could even talked about, hey, this girl been living with him all this time and she was fine going in and out of town. And not until now, she's no longer living with him. And she was going back and forth, living her life. They never talked about that.
Yep. And Sylvia, not only that, I bring this up every time. He had the nerve to put in the motion. And I don't know, I think me and you kind of had a disagreement. You can't put in a motion that he's going to go home to his girlfriend.
That was the dumbest.
He's charged with sex
thing
crimes
I
against
have
women.
ever seen in my life.
That makes no sense. You don't do that. You know what I mean? You don't do that. I'm sorry. Like that was where they messed up. And then, but not only that, when people are saying that, I'm gonna just bring some people up to speed. Whenever people are saying, I know we're R. Kelly fans and supporters, but when they're saying that, you know, the judge isn't fair. Okay, she's not his attorney. She's not his sister. She's not his girlfriend, not his wife. Her job as a judge is to uphold the law, period. So, yes, it's not.
Hold on. I want to address something here. Everyone's saying that Ann Donnelly is the one holding him from having bond. Let me explain something to you. Ann Donnelly is not the one who originally said no bond to him. That was another judge. The magistrate judge is the one that said no bond. Judge Ledenweber is the judge that said no bond.
Yep.
Okay. And Donnelly only each time they kept bringing back, which they kept bringing back the same old stuff. Nothing that could change her mind. Agree with the no bond. It was never her who initiated the no bond. She did not do it. I was there at the arraignment. Everybody keeps saying her. They have not brought anything to her to change her mind.
To make her change her mind.
Mhm.
Exactly. And not only that, Sylvia, people are failing to realize, like I said, her job is to uphold the law. And if nothing has changed, she's going by guidelines, rules, standards. Like that's the law. She can't just say, you know what? I mean, she can, but they haven't brought her anything that's in the paperwork that she has. In her eyes, through the law, is not sufficient enough for her to say, I'm going to grant bail, bond.
So what do you guys think they should bring to her?
Let me tell you something. His defense team did a lousy job. That's what it boils down to, y'all. That's what it boils down to. Stop blaming the defense team. Huh?
It's too late. It's too late.
No,
Nina, it's too late.
It's the past.
No, we're talking about now.
Bond is too late.
She declined this.
You tell me what did they bring that was different than what it was before?
But what I'm saying is, what do you suggest that they should?
No, I'm just saying it's too late. The bond thing.
We just said that. We just said what we suggested. We just said that about 5 minutes ago.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Yeah, well, one of the things is, like I said, this happened over a year ago. But one thing was saying that what I would do, okay, I would say that we would bring, Mr. Kelly to, give the address, his home. He'll be there by himself on home confinement. He's willing to pay for 2 U.S. Marshals that are accompanying him 24 hours a day. He has a GPS monitor. Have his passport, no electronic devices. He can't come into contact with, minors or women. These are type of things that you can do.
The petition.
Right. I thought I seen that.
say any of that. They didn't say
And
any
the
of that.
petition.
They did say something about the whole monitoring.
Okay,
That
that's
was
one
after the
thing.
fact. That
But
was
they
after
said that,
the fact.
yeah, but that wasn't the original. And then they came back and said about the women thing, that he was coming home to his girlfriend and whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the last. I'm talking about the recent one they did.
But the
Yeah,
recent
that is
one,
too late,
you,
though.
hold on, y'all,
It
hold
doesn't
on.
matter. It's
Here's
too
the
late.
reason why the recent one does not work, because you have Steve going the opposite of what they said. They said that Robert was not seeing any counselor. Steve said, yes, we were. We were there every single day. Oh, we were there 3 times talking to him on Facebook or FaceTime, whatever it was. So it's opposition. They opposing. So therefore, how is she going to go and say, okay, I'm going to rule for this one, but this counsel, who is the lead counsel, says we were doing this. They lying. They're not telling the truth.
But if they're lying, that could be proven because it's records of who comes in there.
Nina, I'm gonna just tell you this. It's too late for
You know what I'm
bond.
saying?
His trial is in 1 month. They are not going to let someone out with all of those charges 1 month before trial.
Yeah, you're not gonna let him out if she
They're not
wasn't
going
gonna extend his trial. I get that.
It's too late. Now, if they said, okay, pushing his trial back to September of 2022, then it would be more.
Yeah,
it would be
then
more
she probably
logical.
would let him out.
Yeah, and it would be more. It would be a better chance of him being released. But a month before trial, no, they should have done all this 2 years ago when they first put him in jail.
But my whole thing, you're giving his new attorney what, a couple days to.
No, but listen, hold on. Wait. He asked for 14 days. She gave him 14 days.
Oh, that's what he asked.
He says, all I want is the 14
Yeah.
days that I lost. That's all I want, my 14 days. That man was, he's already working. He started working.
He ready.
Also too, Nina, you have to remember the reason why they would not, and I know people will, disagree. The reason, this is just history in the law. Whenever you're charged with racketeering, okay, Mann Act, sex crimes on minors, okay, and you're a celebrity that has quote unquote resources. In their eyes, they're not going to let you go.
Your flight risk.
Flight risk, exactly. They're not going to let you go.
And then remember, they showed the mask, or he could change his appearance.
Oh my God.
It's a fact. But I'm saying
that is cartoon.
No, but the point is, they brought that into as part of. There's a possibility.
They put that in the indictment?
No, I'm just saying. Remember in that video, you don't know what that girl's saying.
It wasn't in the indictment, so that
listen. That's what the indictment is, just a bunch of stuff, accusation, and they're putting everything, they're throwing the book at it. So you just got to try to decipher it and then fish it out. Okay, here's a couple of things. Steve and them did not ask to be a lot of things to be thrown out, which should have been thrown out. Why is Aaliyah stuff still in there? There's a statute of limitation on that. There's a statute of limitation of even on those 1994 sex crimes. Because Don played me something earlier today that he sent me. There's a statute of limitation in the state of New York for sex crimes, but they're not even addressing that. Steve didn't address that. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's 7 years for sex crime in New York if you don't bring it to trial.
But did you ever think that's strategic?
No,
that
you
you
can't
bring that up in court.
No, you gotta understand.
No, and not only that,
throw away everything that you could throw away in the beginning. So when trial time comes, you won't have all of this. You have the jurors
Exactly.
and all this other crap.
You have to have all those charges dropped. Some of the charges dropped, the serious ones, and then that way you can work, or at least the small ones, and then focus on the big ones. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Greenberg
I
messed up.
Steve.
Nina,
No,
I'm not sure if you know.
I'm
not sure if you know this, but where Greenberg messed up at, and this to me, in my eyes, had me look suspicious. But again, I didn't, is when he came on national TV and said that R. Kelly married Aaliyah. He said it out of his own mouth. He said, I wasn't around, but it happened, or whatever he said. So as his attorney, okay, and I'm just comparing it to Michael Jackson's attorney, he's still to this day, 10 years after he's dead, is still saying he didn't do that. He never did that. He would never harm a child. He would never do this. But then you have your current attorney saying that you married a minor. Come on now. That right there tells me
There was a lot of things he should have got thrown out, which he did not. Things that was not that, just like even because did you know Demetrius, his part is a statute of limitation. There's 5 years on that. 5 years. 5 years. They were supposed that should have been thrown out. Yep. There's a lot of things that should have been thrown out. We're not even attorneys.
Yep.
Yeah, you know they blame you. You know they blame you for that.
I study a lot, and I have friends that are attorneys and judges, and I ask questions. I sit there.
I said, you know they blame you for that Demetrius stuff.
Also, too, what I would fight is how I would fight it is I don't know the legalities of it, but if, for example, if I fly, you know, you out to me, but I'm having a show, right? Let's say I'm having a show in New York. I fly you out from Florida, and you know we kick it for 5 days. Obviously, we're having sex, having a good time. I take you to the, you know, we go to the bar, we go to the Nordstrom. I buy you, you know, whatever. We kicking it, we chilling, whatever. We get dinner, all that. We go to a game, whatever. I would fight that. That is not sex trafficking. Sex trafficking would be, you know, like prostitution, basically. Like I'm paying you to have sex and then you leave it. But these women were actually saying, I'm dating this man. Okay? So
these
right
women
there,
actually live with him for months and months.
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Things like that, and I'm sure that's what the attorneys will fight, is that they dated him. And they said that. And I'm sure it's on phone record, everything. If you're dating R. Kelly, I'm sure you're telling everybody that you know, I'm dating R. Kelly. This is my man, da-da-da. You heard what one of the ladies, I'm not going to say names because this is a federal case, but one of the ladies was telling her husband, you know, I'm seeing Robert and blah, 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 like her husband. Okay, so when you're dating someone, that's a different type of story. If I go pick up, you know, someone off the street, pay him some money, have sex, and then take off or whatever, I'm sure that brings a whole different type of a sex trafficking. Or I'm paying you to go have sex with other dudes, and then you bring me back the money as if I'm pimping you. You see, so there's different types, but
right,
it's not going to hold. I don't think it's going to hold because he actually dated these women. So,
right, and I don't think that once it goes to trial, I think, you know, they're gonna go through a couple of stances or whatever, and the judge is gonna throw it out. Is he gonna throw it out? He's gonna be like, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to this bullshit.
One Pat, it is bribery.
Because guess what? I mean, I know it's not as serious as this trial, but I went to court for a traffic like violation or something. And they were just up there saying anything. They were saying the wrong car, and my lawyer himself was like, you don't want to take this to trial. And I said, first of all, they want to give me 6 months in jail. So regardless if I take it to trial or not, I'm taking the risk of doing 6 months in jail. So yes, I do want to take a trial. That's what I'm paying you for. You gonna get up there and fight for me? Is you crazy? So he was like, okay. So he went up there and fought for me. And when they got up there, they got the police officer that pulled me over on the stand, and he was just saying all this stupid shit. And they got, you know, the judge was like, he hit the bell. He was like, he threw it out.
And you were smart, and I'm going to tell you why. Was it federal or state? I'm assuming it's state with you?
Yeah, state.
Okay, so either way. But with federal...
Okay, I got to show y'all something. I'm sorry. Hold on. This was on the news, y'all. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, Dom.
You good?
This is Kennick talking.
Regarding R. Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
Brought from Chicago here. So, of course, he's...
What is it?
Can you hear?
I hear it.
Can you pull up on your computer and show us?
Free tails, man.
Let me see if I can find it, guys.
Well, as I just said earlier, the main situation right. We have to take the time to make sure that he understands, comprehends everything that's going on. And the most important thing is in this offense. He has information our concern primarily is to make sure that what the court just articulated in terms of access, that access is real.
You heard that?
Absolutely. So he just wants to have access to Robert.
Yeah, so they met up with him today. That's what they talked about. They met up with him today, and they're gonna meet up with him. They can see him every day if he wants.
As they
from
should.
8 to 8. Even if they want more time, she's allowing them. And she said, even if y'all need an order, I'll do an order for y'all to be able to see him.
See, and that's good. You know,
and she said, she said, don't wait till 3 weeks later to tell me this.
Right.
She said, if you can't get anything, let me know.
I agree, Sylvia. And what people don't realize is too, with federal cases, I believe it is 3%. Okay, 3% actually win, and 97% lose because they just plead out. They plead guilty before even taking it to trial.
They don't like to go to trial. They hate it. They don't want. Let me tell you, those 3 ladies. They look like one of them. Their hair is falling out. Did you see? I'm telling you, she seemed like she is so stressed over this. She seemed like she's so stressed.
Why that lady probably dropped out in Chicago.
I mean, they look so stressed. They don't want to go to court
because they don't have anything.
So they very, very stressed. Anything to help them out. Also,
too, whenever you're charged with something like this, and you say, okay, they're saying we have 100 devices, right? With this man having sex with minors on tape. That's something you can't. You know what I mean? Like that's right there. Okay. Now, if they had all that evidence, why does it take 2 years to be convicted or to go to trial? Most times when whenever you do something on camera, you're convicted within 10 months.
No, with the other thing too, right now, y'all, now that Avenatti is the convicted felon, he's been tried and then convicted and going to jail. He gave the tape. Remember that?
Yep. And what I would fight too, as Kenneth, I would say that's null and void. That's null and void because of what this man, he's a criminal. Okay. Right. And not that saying criminals don't tell the truth and stuff, but if you're an attorney, what you went to school for, and you've been practicing law for 30 years, your job is to uphold the law, represent the law. And if you see anything illegal, you're supposed to tell that. You know, obviously, if it's your client, you know, I don't know how that works, but as far as seeing anything illegal, you should report that. Okay. So and then for him to go to CNN, give them the tapes, they're not the judge. Yeah. They're not the prosecutors.
But they viewed the tape. They viewed
it. Exactly. And that's allegedly child pornography. So all those people at CNN who think that they're, you know, whatever, they should be charged. And how about they go to sit in jail for 2 years, you know, and because it's not child pornography, we know that. So let's have them be accused of it, have them sit in jail for 1.5 years, 2 years, just to be found not guilty and see how they would feel.
And Avenatti was disbarred, and also what he's been charged with, extortion. So that's perfect. Robert's being extorted.
Yeah,
he's even better. Yeah,
he's been disbarred. He has to serve 30 months in prison, which is a bunch of BS. He should have got way more than that, but because he knew better. Okay, he's a lawyer. You know not to do that, so you should be held accountable, just like an officer. You know better not to do certain things with a gun. So, but in that situation, I think that should not be held. That, like, whatever evidence he brought or, you know, quote unquote evidence that he turned over should not be held because he's a convict, you know. And at the time he was charged. I don't know the exact date, but he was charged around the R. Kelly thing. Around when Surviving R. Kelly came out, that was when this guy was charged, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little after, but he was doing shady things. So that's what I would fight as his attorneys, you know, because that's not right. That's not fair.
You all right?
I would like to know why Daryl is being mentioned.
Say that again. What you
I
said?
would like to
Nobody.
know why Daryl Johnson wasn't being mentioned.
Exactly.
They didn't mention
But
Daryl Johnson,
but he was not part of any kind of crime
and
either.
he
Yeah,
came
he's
behind
not. Yeah,
Steve,
he's not a part of
behind
it.
Green.
Say it again.
Yeah, but you can't prove that.
But he
What
was
he
with
what?
Avenatti having private meetings, and
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do
he
with
was
it.
with
Like,
Avenatti having private meetings.
But that was after. That was long
But he
after
came
dealing
in
with
through
R. Kelly.
Greenberg, right?
Yeah, he did. He did. I feel what you're saying, but that's
He
not
came
gonna.
in with Greenberg though. Yeah,
but
so
that's
I
not
thought
part of
since
the.
they had Greenberg on the phone, they was gonna talk about.
I know what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but that's like thinking from just like our perspective, but from the law perspective, like the legal court of law, they can't. That won't help anything or hurt anything from R. Kelly. You see what I'm saying? We know, like, okay, this man could have done this with CBS, but CBS
Even
and
though he
Oprah,
came in with Greenberg,
yes, because he was fired. He was already let go, and then shortly after, that was when he was seen with Avenatti and saying, "Oh, we're cool, whatever." You see what I'm saying?
No
He was
alleged
an
victim attorney was there. No alleged victim attorney
Yeah.
was there.
okay.
Right. Now, when he was R. Kelly's advisor or whatever he was, if he was seen with Avenatti having lunch, that would be a problem. Then you could bring it up. But he was already gone at that point.
But
So
but
it
like forensics tech guy said, that's separate issue. That has
Okay.
nothing to do
exactly.
with it.
Yep. Even like the money with CBS,
Okay,
they're
I'm
gonna
gonna
protect,
I'm gonna
themselves.
answer. I'm gonna read some of these questions that they have, guys. If y'all choose to respond, that's fine. All right. Kayla asks, what evidence do they have against him? I don't know. All right.
Well, they're saying that they have 100 devices with allegedly child pornography. Him saying, the child.
No, the 100 devices is still. They said they were reviewing it. It didn't say they have.
Those devices that they have has not been clarified as having anything on it.
Exactly. They said don't.
They
say
claim that they have videos, but
they don't say what it has in it.
Right,
Yeah,
but videos, text messages, iMessages, FaceTimes, and then flight. What they're saying is they have flight. What do you call it? Flight tickets. They have the flight records, phone records. That's pretty much what they're using.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, but the 100 devices not being used. They have never clarified because they said the last hearing they said about that's in Chicago. They said they are still going through it. They still going through it. They still combing through it. So that has not the indictment has nothing to do with the 100 devices. So okay.
And let me tell y'all something. The number one, Jane Doe they have is Johanna.
Excuse me.
Let me tell you something.
Nina, can you just please, like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but can you not mention their names because it's a federal case, and like if people will know, but it's like you don't want to give people a leeway to attack or comment on their Facebook, whatever it is, because
I have nothing to do with the case. So whatever I say is alleged. I can say what I want to say. Okay. Everything I say is alleged. I don't know R. Kelly. I don't know him personally. Everything I'm saying is alleged.
But that's what they're using against him, though. You see, they're trying to use fans, supportors, and saying that these people know him. That's why he's.
Let me tell you what the judge tells them. Let me tell you what the judge when court time.
You can say what you want to say, but I don't know him. Like, what are you talking about?
Hey, say what you like.
No, I'm saying it because I want to get this information out to the juror.
Allegedly, make sure allegedly, and
you know what I'm saying. It is allegedly.
Just put the initial. Don't say the name.
But what I was going to say was nothing to do with the case like that. But I'll say allegedly. I don't think Johanna is going to testify against him.
Jay, just say you don't think Jay is going to testify. Don't say her name. We try not to use people's names.
Why? I can see her.
It's just not.
Okay, well, I don't think
he corrected me. He corrected me. He corrected me when I said it. Oops, I said it earlier.
Yeah, it's just not.
Okay, okay. I don't think Jay is gonna testify against him. because she has already, and I will post that tonight or tomorrow if I feel like it. When she made a post and said that she did not want him to go to jail. She did not want all this to happen to him. She just wanted him to get help. So I don't believe that Jay.
But Jay is the one that was coming after him in the beginning. Remember, showing all these checks.
She was.
Yep.
She was. Yeah, but as time went on, she said that she don't want to see him in jail. She just wanted him to get help. So my thoughts are she's not even gonna testify against him.
And to be clear too, Nina, this is just my opinion.
That is my thought.
I think you're right. I don't know her, but I think a couple people, whoever it is, they said they have 50 people that are, or whatever, that are going to testify. I think a lot of people will not testify against him.
No, the number dwindled down since then.
Because I even sent it to you, Sylvia, earlier. I watched the entire video, and these are detectives that work in, alleged, for sex trafficking. And they say that, I think it was, I can't remember the number, but I can play it. A high percentage. They said that the alleged victims don't come forward. They will not testify when it comes because they don't want to be in the spotlight. They still love this person. They don't want to see him hurt him or her hurting or suffering or whatever the case may be. And they said without a alleged quote unquote victim, it's very, very hard to win that case for the prosecution.
Yeah. So my whole thing is,
that's why they still got him in jail, y'all.
Victims, I don't think a lot of the victims are going to testify against them.
But let me tell you, that's why they listen.
So unless the federal government paid them, they are not.
I think something's wrong with your thing. Something's wrong. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I hear you, Sylvia.
No, because I'm trying to talk and cheat. I thought she No, I was saying that that's why they got him in jail, because that's what they're going to end up doing. That's the time he's serving, because it's not going to work out the way they want to work out. So they feel like, hey, going to give him something.
They do want money. Okay. And this is my thing too. And if I was a lawmaker or, whoever, I would say this. And I had this conversation with someone the other day. Okay. If I'm going to charge you civilly, right? Let's say I'm going to charge you civilly for $500,000. I would change the law to where if you civilly charge someone for $500,000, whatever the amount is, it doesn't matter about the number. But if I'm civilly charging you because you sexually assaulted me, you abused me, you did whatever, you must 100%. The only way that you would get that civil lawsuit is if you charge them criminally. Because see, what people are doing is they're saying, you know what? I'm just not going to charge him criminally. I'm going to charge him civilly. I'm going to get this bag. And then 30 years later, I'm going to come forward and say, you know what? I'm going to break my NDA. And he sexually abused me, allegedly. Or he did this to me. He did that to me. And then it's like you are at the position to where you have all the power. And then this person has no power. They paid you. Okay. Allegedly. They paid you, I'm not talking about his case. I'm just saying in general. And then you're stuck in a situation where this person said you did this to them 30 years ago and you paid them. So I don't think that that's fair to do that. It should be, if you charge them civilly, you have to charge them criminally. Period. That's what needs to happen. In my eyes.
I agree. What is the static?
What's that noise?
It's static.
That's dumb.
Don't play with me. That is not me.
That's Mercedes. That's Mercedes.
That's dumb.
It is dumb. It is dumb. See,
It's not me.
Well, let's stop now.
Get a crackling pop.
Mercedes, where you at?
I'm sorry, that was the water.
Oh,
Oh, that was you.
Can you guys hear me?
Sorry, Dom.
Yeah, I hear you.
Sorry,
I hear you. No,
Dom.
you good. You good. I was just playing. But
was
definitely,
Me, I'm
as far as
sorry.
the
I thought
tax,
I muted myself and I was running the water.
Oh,
no,
we
you
thought it
good.
was Dom. Sorry.
They always think it's me with the phone. But as far as the you're right. Whoever just said that with the tax evasion, like I think that is, even though it's not his fault, because you got to remember this man has millions of dollars. Well, had, not now, but had millions of dollars, and he paid. Okay, when you pay a CPA or a business manager, you're paying them to manage your money. So they're the ones who are paying your taxes, filing your taxes, anything financially, telling you, okay, this is how much you can spend a month. This is how much you can spend on a house. This is how much you can spend, whatever. So if you have this person in your ear saying you can do this, you can do that, and you got to remember he's illiterate. When you're saying he's illiterate, if I were to text him right now, or whoever, and he could probably read it if you're having just a basic conversation. But now if you have a full contract,
But he's not illiterate. He's dyslexic.
Dyslexic. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if I give him a contract saying, he owes me for,
Yeah,
for
he
Sony,
can't read
he
the
owes-
contract at all.
right? He owes me 5 albums that are due within the next 8 years. This, that, and the third, and then they're saying, we're keeping 85% and you're keeping 15%, and we're gonna front you right now $3 million. Okay, he's not gonna
depending
know
on
that,
somebody else to tell him that.
right? But see,
But
that's
my
the
whole
thing.
thing is
fine.
this.
He's just gonna sign
You
it.
were married for 14 years. Your wife isn't reading your contract? Like, what the fuck was going on?
Right. Yep. And that's
confused
where
on
I
it.
that's where I do fault him. Okay, is for having some of the wrong people around him, and that's just what it is. They were all looking out for their own self, and you got to have like-minded people.
Yeah.
Not that people are bad and because they don't got money, and there's not beautiful women that don't got money, because there is not his homies that don't have money. I'm sure they're good dudes, whatever.
Like
But
me.
when you when you get to a certain status, okay, to a certain stature, where you can't walk into Walmart without people recognizing you. You get paid $250,000 a show for an hour, okay, and you're a millionaire. They said he was worth $150 million. He should be worth right now, after everything, after all the years, taxes, management fees, houses, all that.
But if you
$340
notice
million.
anything about him, he didn't like the spot. I mean, he liked the spotlight, but he never hung out with superstars.
Right.
He always hung out with regular people, and he dated regular
that was
women.
his
And that's just
That
what
was
he
his
liked.
mishap.
That was his mishap. That was.
Because
It
when you're
was.
on that, again, when you're on that level, you got to be in the room with Rihanna, Beyonce, Jay-Z. You can't be in the
But he
room with
didn't
people
want
who
to
work
do
at
that. He
Walmart.
didn't want to do that. But my whole thing is
Right,
that you
but
ain't
that's-
doing that.
Most superstars date regular people, y'all. Only
They
Beyonce
do.
and Jay-Z don't do that.
Okay,
No,
I understand
what?
that.
Who?
But
Who?
I'm talking
Who?
about on a regular basis.
Who
though.
date regular people? I need to know because I don't know too many superstars date regular people.
A lot of superstars do. That you just don't know who their wives and stuff are. They just keep it in like closed doors.
I want to know who because I don't see too many superstars dating regular people.
It does.
They usually
It happens.
date people of
A lot of-
stature.
No, they don't. A lot of them date regular people.
A lot of
Look
them
at
do.
Idris.
Who, Sylvia?
One is Chance the Rapper.
No,
Chance the
that
Rapper.
don't
Idris.
that was
Lil Durk.
that was his high school
Idris.
sweetheart.
That's my point. She's regular.
Idris is regular. His wife he married is regular.
But because those were their
Tyler Perry
Sylvia.
married somebody. Tyler Perry.
Their high
Excuse me.
school sweetheart.
Tyler Perry didn't have no high school sweetheart. That's a regular woman. Regular woman.
Okay,
It
but
is-
Sylvia,
it
my
is- they
point
divorced.
is this. It's nothing wrong with
They're
dating
not
regular
divorced.
women.
Yes,
It's nothing
they
wrong
are.
with that. But Sylvia, my
Tyler,
thing is
no,
this.
Tyler Perry not with that lady.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Google
he
it,
is.
Sylvia.
I don't have
Google
to Google it. I don't have to go. Y'all
That's
know,
not
I know,
true.
right?
Tyler
But
Perry
Sylvia, that's
is
irrelevant.
single.
Stop reading the
Sylvia, it's
news.
irrelevant.
Stop believing that stuff.
It's irrelevant. My thing is this,
Sylvia.
okay? It's nothing wrong with dating a regular person if you're a celebrity, okay? It's nothing wrong with that. But look,
Kelly
but look.
Rowland.
Yes,
She married
but
an
look,
ordinary guy.
when you are Sylvia, when you are
Kelly is
regularly
not a superstar.
okay, when you are
She is.
regularly when you're regularly dating,
Rihanna.
She dated everyone she dated was superstars.
No, the guy she dating now is a regular guy. You don't know nothing about
No,
him.
he's not. He's a rapper.
you don't ASAP Rocky's
He's
fake.
regular
Okay,
to
but my
us
thing
because
is
we
this,
don't listen to him.
Sylvia,
But
you
it's a lot
don't
of people
need
that listen to him.
look, you guys, you don't have to date someone who's a celebrity. I'm not saying that, okay? What I'm saying is R. Kelly could get any woman in the world. Okay? He could have got with a doctor, a lawyer, someone that has their own, that doesn't need him to say, you know what, I'm gonna use him as a come up. And that's my issue, even with this
But
friend.
that's not what he wanted.
Right, but that's where he messed up. Period.
Yeah,
That's where he messed up.
I agree.
That's it. Because he was dating women who are normal women.
That's what
Michael Jordan married regular women.
That's the issue.
Michael Jordan married regular women. Michael Jordan.
But
right, but
Sylvia,
it's a whole bunch I can keep coming up with.
You're not
Sylvia.
my point.
It's different when you like Michael Jordan just dated a regular woman and he married her and they was married for a long time. Right? And so Kels did that too with Joya. Joya was a regular girl. She was his backup dancer. You know?
Right.
She was a regular girl.
And look, and do you see how she did him? Do you see how she did him? And do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Because she has nothing. Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing to show for it. No college education, no career, nothing. Okay? There's regular. I can go to the doctor right now and say my back is hurting, and the doctor can be beautiful. That's a normal career. She's a doctor. It doesn't mean necessarily come down to money. She's not a celebrity. Okay? And that's what I'm saying. R. Kelly could have dated.
But my whole thing is this. Drea was with him for 14 years. Bitch, you don't have a studio, you don't have a career, you don't have a business, you don't. What were you doing for those 14 years?
Thank you, Brooklyn. Brooklyn just said Denzel say he has no celebrity friends.
He don't.
Denzel.
Okay, but
and his wife is a regular person. Excuse me, his wife is a regular person.
Just like Tyrese. Tyrese is his friend. Chris Brown is his friend.
I said Denzel. Denzel. I ain't talking about Rob. I'm talking about Denzel.
It happens.
He has a lot of celebrity friends, but he just don't put them in the spotlight.
Right, and it happens. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that you have to be bougie and not, you know what I mean? But that's like, for example,
come on, chat. Give me some more people, chat. Give me some more people.
Let's say this.
You losing people.
right when you blow up, right? Let's say you blow up. Let's say R. Kelly blew up in let's say in 2000, right? Let's say he moved to the
Random. Random must be getting some booty.
Let's say, Sylvia. Let's say R. Kelly moved to the hood and lived in a normal $1,500 a month apartment. Okay, why would you do that? Because why would you do that? You wouldn't, because you're putting your life at risk. For one. For two, you're a celebrity. You can't do that.
I mean, he could do it if he put it in somebody else's name.
Okay, you could, but you're not. No one's going to do that. Okay, and my point is, in comparison,
you don't know what the hell he did.
No, look, in comparison, though, is when you're to a certain stature in magnitude of a celebrity like that, and you're a star and you're well known, you can't go to that level.
Niecy Nash married a regular woman.
I hate to say it, but you can't go to that level. You can't.
Yeah, you can.
Or things like this will happen.
Some people like the ghetto. Some people like the ghetto better than the star celebrity.
Stevie Wonder married a regular woman. Stevie Wonder married a regular woman.
You're my ghetto queen.
Excuse me. I'm gonna mute y'all. Stevie Wonder married a regular person.
And how long has he been married to her? How long has he been married to her?
He's still married.
For how long? How long have they been married, Sylvia?
They're still married.
For how long?
Ooh.
How long have they been married?
It don't matter. Still married.
Okay, they probably been married for 40 years though. That's different. Okay.
40?
You can marry and have little side pieces or whatever that are regular people. But I'm just saying, if you make it a habit of having these type of women, 1 or 2 or 3 are gonna say, you know, this man, I'm about to go to the hood where my mom stays, and then on the other hand, when I go with R. Kelly, he's buying me Birkin bags worth $40,000. So
What?
Let me extort this man. That's what they do. That's just a fact.
Yeah, that is what they did.
But that's what they did. Now think about it. Had he would have gotten with Rihanna, Whitney, I'm just naming, Celine Dion, you think they were gonna try to extort him? Absolutely
No, they
not.
wouldn't. But he ain't want
Because
none of them.
they have their own.
He
That's
didn't
all I'm
want none
saying.
of them worn ass pussies.
I'm just saying.
Hey, none of that conversation over here like that.
Okay, where is Brenda? Is Brenda asleep?
She's hiding out. She was in the chat earlier.
Yeah, she said she was busy or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Well-
at the end of the day, you know, I just think that he had the wrong people around him. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying that
He
is
did.
because,
I agree with that 100%.
because you should have people around you. Okay, and I was telling this Lisa Jones or whatever, how, you know, if you're around him and let's say you see, you know, that he's doing something wrong, it could be cussing the McDonald's guy out or whatever, right? You're not gonna say that's wrong, you don't do that. You're gonna say it, but you're gonna say it in a way to where so he can understand that you don't do this. You see what I'm saying? And so he had people around him, again, his friends as well. They have nothing. You know, maybe a few, you know, might have some. I don't know what they have, what they don't. I can't comment. I'm just saying it appears to me that the people around him were only looking for personal gain. Period. And that goes for everyone: attorneys, managers, girlfriends, wife, okay, lawyers, managers, tour drivers. All these people were, because they saw that he has a disability. Like, he's not slow. He's street smart, but he's not book smart. So he doesn't know that he has to pay out of $200,000 that he has to pay, 40% in taxes. He don't know that. So he should have people around him that are helping him do that type of stuff.
Right, but he didn't. And that's what I'm saying about all his friends. You know what I'm saying? I love his friends. Like, I'm not even going to put no names out there because I love them all and they all know me. And, I don't want to, judge anyone specifically. So I'm just going to put a ram out and say, why didn't none of his friends help him learn to read and write? Why didn't none of his friends, help
did
him?
Did y'all know Whoopi Goldberg was dyslexic also?
Yeah.
She learned how to read.
Well, okay, so who
helps her? It's not impossible. But if you were to do an interview and ask her how did she fix that, I guarantee you she's gonna say someone around her, or she, her mom or her husband, whatever, helped her do that, and she stuck with it and got to it. Okay, because it's hard for me to believe, and this is my issue that I have with the ex-wife. Okay, is that you were with this man for 14 years, okay, and you claimed he abused you. There's no way you're gonna keep having kids after he abused you. That's just not gonna happen.
Yes, you do. Don't say that. There are people who've been abused and have 10 kids.
Some people there's some people that does. But what I'm saying is,
that bitch was lying time out she was finna jump off the balcony.
She's lying, but I'm saying, she's lying, but it's a different story. That's a different story. I'm not talking about. I'm just saying he making a statement, like an overall statement.
No, that's
she's
not what
lying.
I'm not saying that's the main reason. There's multiple reasons that all add up, but that's one of the elements. What I'm saying is that, okay, you had 3 kids by the man. You waited till 10 years he divorced you, but you keep his last name. You go on TV lying.
She said she earned that last name.
She didn't earn that.
She's Tina Turner.
R. Kelly earned, he earned that last name because he's the one who made the last name what it is. Period.
He said she sweat in tears over that name.
Also, too, another reason why I have an issue with her is that You are the reason why I think she's selfish is because you have your children, okay? Your children that you have by this man. Y'all both created these children. You have them going against your dad. They're their dad. And he ain't done nothing to them. That's their father. So why are you having them go on national TV and slander his name and this, that, and the third? Because at the end of the day, that's still your dad. So why are you gonna do that? And if anything, I mean, just from what I've seen, interviews and whatever, and songs, he loves those kids, and he wants a relationship with them. So why would you take that?
Love. Hold on.
So why would you take that away? That's selfish, in my opinion.
Don't worry
You don't
about
ever
it.
do that with the kids. You don't ever do that kind of stuff.
You don't.
I already know what type of videos I gotta share after this. I gotta share the videos of all the lies and discrepancies. I gotta share videos with him and his kids, you know, because as much as we want to believe that the world knows about this case, they don't.
They don't.
They don't. Because I be on this website and I like you know, just converse with people. And somehow we got on the R. Kelly because I think I was playing his music in the
They
background.
thought that he's out. My brother was like, I thought he was out.
Yes, they was like, they was asking me questions, and I was like he was out, and I was like, he's in jail. They was like, what?
Yeah.
And these people live in New York. They was like, I didn't know he was in jail. Yes, he's been in jail for 2 years.
Yep.
So you know, don't proceed because you know he's in jail. That everyone knows that.
Oh no, I don't.
You know,
I go on.
No, not you, Dom. I'm saying people in general.
Right. No, you're right.
You perceive that you think that you don't know anything about this case. It's a billion other people in this world that don't know nothing about this case, and
Exactly.
that's why I share my videos, and I want other people to share them because they can reach potential jurors.
You're right. And not only that too, and this is what I like to tell people too. It was very informative earlier. Spit and Fire went live and she had a great live. She went in depth and she had a whole new sector.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Yep, she did.
It was
I
great.
missed it. I was working.
It was great. You got to go watch it. And
But
so
I didn't know who was she talking to though.
She was just I don't know, but she was talking about the R. Kelly case and injustice. My point is that there was a lot of people that came from Kwame Brown's, and you know, she has new subscribers and whatever. These people have no idea. They think that, oh, R. Kelly did it. Oh, the tape in 2008. Oh, he married Aaliyah. But people don't know the details. They don't know the depth and it, you know, going extensively into the case of what's going on. So they just think, oh, he's guilty. Oh, he's guilty. He's guilty. But you have to actually have a conversation with someone and break it down. And that's why just saying free Kells, free R. Kelly, that's not, you know, because he's always going to have fans because of his music. Always. Till the day he dies, after he dies, people will always love his music. So you can't just say free Kells, free Kells, free Kells. It's cool and all, but you have to explain people the injustice of what's going on with him. And along with other men, you know. But
see, the thing is, Go ahead,
What?
John. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, so you have to explain to people in depth and you know, give them an idea of what is going on, paint the picture to them so they can understand, like, wow, I didn't know that his attorney was coming out saying he married this person. Okay, I didn't know. You know, the one of the ex-girlfriends she was rocking with him all the way till day one until she came in contact with some one person, and then all of a sudden she just magically flipped. Okay, so it's things like that. You know, a lot of people don't know, you know, the in-depth details. That's small things, but I can't think off the top of my head right now. But those are just some things that, you know, you have to explain to people, and how he's not you know, they're not saying when he was, you know, for example, when he was on a phone call, they didn't even mention his health. You know, I mean, there's just little things like that where you're like, wow, you know, statute of limitations, okay, have passed. And I mean, there's so many different elements and things that are just, it's crazy that people don't know. So that's all. Oh, also too, regarding the some of the alleged accusers. My thing is this too. How can you, and I would grill him if I was an attorney. I would really grill him, because how can you say that you're, a victim, quote unquote, alleged victim, but you're trying to get a book deal, or you're demanding money, or your parents are demanding money before they go to the media? I mean, these are all things that don't add up. Okay, if you're, no matter what you say, I mean, yes, if you do the studies or whatever, when someone's sexually abused, sexually assaulted, abused, whatever, they may take a little time. Maybe they won't come forward the first day, which is completely understandable. Maybe you're a little embarrassed or shocked or whatever the case may be. You don't want no one to know. I understand that, right? But a month, a couple weeks, yes, okay, maybe you need a little bit to think about it because you love this person, this, that, and the third. You're not gonna continue coming back to this person. I mean, some people will, because they're stuck in it, but you're not going to continue coming back to this person, accepting bags and going on tour. And this isn't like your standard case. This isn't just Joe Blow from the street. This is R. Kelly, a mega superstar, celebrity. So it's a different type of situation. But at the same time, they're making it sound like R. Kelly went to, the elementary school, was sitting in his car and was picking up on little girls. That's not the case. You have people that were, you know what, I'm missing school. I'm going to hop on the L, go 45 minutes away, pull up on you, and then, try to get your attention, lie about my age. I mean, these are all things that it's like, you can't hold him liable for that. If I don't think that's true. But like, how can you lie about your age and then say he did this to me? Or, he didn't know, or he knew my age. That doesn't add up to me. That makes no sense. So it's things like that people are unaware of. And you have to, as a supporter of R. Kelly, I mean, you have to educate people on that, so it does get into the hands of a juror and they understand it.
Yes, I did watch the interview with Leonard.
The what?
They asked if I watched the interview with Leonard.
I agree, forensics. Yep. Who knows? And then you got people like the former tour manager saying he did this. You see what I'm saying? I'm the one who did this. I'm the one who did that. But you're not going to charge him? Come on now. That's wrong. And then you're going to charge one man for racketeering? If you're going to charge him with racketeering, but then list, it was it included bodyguards, tour bus drivers, bus drivers, managers, friends, entourage. You need to charge them too. It's that simple. If you're going to charge him, you need to charge all of them. That's how I feel. You can't just sit up there and charge one man with all these crimes, but not charge no one else. But you list all those other people that said that they were, quote unquote, allegedly assisting him. So how can you that's like if I go help Sylvia murder someone, right? But they charge her with murder, but then just list me as a helper. And I'm not charged nothing. That doesn't.
Yes, Knight. Yes, I do. I get it, Dom.
So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. But
All right, my lovely people.
Just stay focused. That's all.
Hey, y'all. I'm about to get off this line.
Text message.
Free Kales. Nina, it's been wonderful.
You said for real. I wanted Brandon to get on here we get off.
We're not going to do no more live. We all getting off this live right now, ma'am. I got a limit. Randa's the one that stays through the 10-hour ones. I don't. I'm tired.
How long we been on here? Oh, we only been here 2
3
hours.
hours, ma'am. Don't get comfortable. I'm leaving. Good night. Good night.
Sylvia,
Yes.
don't act like that.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
You work on the weekends too?
Just on Saturday.
God.
I gotta make up the money that I spent for the trip.
We gotta find you a job that you ain't gotta work on the weekend.
Hey, look, I'm very flexible too with my job, so.
So you must have one day. You got one day off during the week or 2 days?
No, I have 2 days off during the week. I said Sunday and Monday.
Oh, Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, but I got a couple of jobs.
Ooh, what are those?
I can't tell you. If I tell you, I have to kill you.
Why?
It's
Why?
it's a secret.
Okay. Well, call Randa before you get off.
Randa,
Let's see what she doing.
Randa.
Call
Nina
Randa,
Simone
baby,
wants
and see what she doing before you get off.
Nina Simone wants you, Randa. You in the bushes? Come on out. Come on out, sis.
She is not in the bushes because if she was, she would have been came out.
She was out earlier. She left.
You know, Randa don't play.
She don't.
She not.
Young lady, you need to. Sylvia is okay. Eva says Sylvia is standing in a mother's figure for him.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Eva's right. Eva's right. Eva's very, very right about that. Eva, let me tell you something, Eva. God gave me that a long time ago. And I got so upset because I'm like, that man is older than me. How the heck am I a mother figure? But I am. I'm a nurturer. I am a mother figure for him. You
can be a mother figure for someone. A person can be older than you, but doesn't have the mentality issue.
Yeah, but he does. Because like even like okay, I'm just gonna tell you one of my and I'm not just Nina. Okay, let me say this one. Okay.
Okay.
I know you're gonna be like, nobody got to tell you. Don't tell nobody that.
Well, I ain't gonna say that.
Okay, but well, let me just explain. Okay, there was a time, there was an exchange back and forth conversation we were having, right? Mm-hmm. And I mentioned to him that there are people who really, really care about you, that really love you and everything, and I said something like, okay, he went, I guess he went into the shoe at the time, right? And I hadn't heard from him because normally I would hear from him more often. And that time I hadn't heard from him like a whole week. So I started getting like nervous, like, okay, is he okay? And all this kind of stuff. And I didn't, I don't say nothing to anybody, right? So when I finally got a message back, he was like, "You good, mama?" I'm like, "I'm good, mama." And he says, "I just want to make sure you're good." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." I said, "I'm more worried about you because I'm fine. You're in the situation. And when I don't hear from you, something is going on because we don't know." You understand what I'm saying? But then he said there was something happened and they had to go on lockdown. He never says more than one line.
Yeah.
Just one line. "You good?" That's it.
With the piano emoji, right?
Well, you can't do piano when you're emailing. Can't do the piano.
Oh, so you never got a text?
I got email, but I got a letter. I have a letter with a piano. I got my piano letter. I had threw it in the trash at one point, and somebody's like, "You need to keep that letter." I'm like, "For what?"
And I hope that you ain't worried about anyone calling you a groupie or anything like that, because everyone who is supporting R. Kelly at this present point in time is a groupie. Let me just say that. Hold on.
What's the definition of a groupie?
I don't know. And therefore, I really don't care. But what I'm saying is, people want to make words as a negative answer. A groupie is not negative to me, because if you are, a fan of a superstar, that's what they call you, a groupie, right?
If I what?
If you are a fan of a superstar, that's what they call you, a groupie.
I'm not a fan. A fan is a fanatic. I'm not a fan. Like,
no, you heard somebody say that. That's where you get that from. A fan is not a fanatic. A fan is someone who loves a superstar, and that's their fan. That's who they draw to. You heard someone say that, like, oh, don't call me a fan because fan stands for fanatic. Boom. Everyone is a fan.
Can I tell you our secret? Before this, I only knew 2 songs on R. Kelly. I Believe I Can Fly and Ignition. That's all I knew. And then since I became, part of this, I've learned so much. And I'm gonna give it to Dom K and Marshall. They have taught me so many songs. So many songs I learned about. I started reading about different things. I went and got his book to learn who he is.
But what made you do that?
How I got involved in this? I mean, I'm going to repeat this story 1,000 times, but people, counted it against me whenever I tell this story. Yeah. I went through something similar to what Robert. Now, I didn't personally gone through it, but false accusation was made. Right? Mm-hmm. It didn't happen to me at all. It didn't happen to me, but
it happened to someone close to you.
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, in the long run, nothing happened. No court case. Nothing happened. But the point is, God was preparing me right before he gone through this, and the empathy went in there because I know how it feels for somebody to lie on a person, and it's like nobody believes you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Nobody believes you. And so it's like, how in the world can somebody... Who are you talking to? Who is that?
No, I'm just talking to people that's commenting in my chat.
But I'm saying, it's like, how do you... the whole world was against this man. And I don't know. And then I don't know. I really don't. But I know God placed me here. I know that this urgency of trying to be a support, not in the sense of support like the way these people saying to go march and all that, but being there when no one else is there for you.
Right. What I'm saying, when you first started out doing this, because everyone's saying, like, Daboski posted videos of it today, like videoing him, recording him coming out the courtroom like a groupie, right? So
who video caught him coming out the thing?
You did.
No, remember, I was in a group called I Am My Brother's Keeper. And somebody in the group said, Sylvia, since we can't go, can you go live and show us him? That's what I went. I went live to show them him coming out the courtroom.
Right. So that's what
that wasn't a groupie. That was somebody who was there who
wanted other people. What I'm telling you is, don't be offended by words.
I ain't offended because
don't be offended by words.
I'm not offended at all. But they had asked me to videotape it for them. I mean, to record, show it live because they couldn't be. We had people in Canada, we had people in Africa, we had people in England and Philippines and all that wanted to see it because they had no way of being like there. And I helped them to experience it even though they're not there. That's what it was all about. Had nothing to do with me.
Because I put my stuff for my Star for R. Kelly page, And and then I share it to other groups, and then people be like, "Oh, we already know this." Okay, you know this, but there's a lot of people in the world that don't
know. Yeah.
If you know it, keep scrolling.
But let me tell you, when I got ready, only a few people knew I was going to New York this past visit, right, to the courthouse. I had told Pastor Peter, the one in Nigeria. Do you know he was on when I was getting off the plane? He had his whole church looking at it because he saw the whole, not the court part, but me going into the court. That's why I was saying I'm live, because they were watching. He called me on Facebook before I got to New York.
Peter,
so they wanted to experience Peter. I'm on the news. What am I on the news
I mean,
for?
it's a lot of Peters in my groups, so I'm trying to figure out what Peter.
No. Peter is the one who sang the song. You haven't been watching my channel, huh?
Oh, the one who did the rally.
Yeah, the rally. Yeah, that's Peter.
Okay,
that's Peter. Yeah, and he's doing another one.
And so what happened?
He contacted me because I had told him, because him and I pray together, and we pray for Robert all the time, and also have a prayer group. There are things that I do secretly that people don't know about because because half of the stuff is not important for people to know. It's not for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, because remember before I was praying on the channel, but folks had stuff to say about that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't want the work that God wants me to do to get hindered because I'm so caught up in what, not want to do it, because I'm like, I'm not doing it for these people. So I decided
that's why I don't understand why you worried about what people say.
Oh, I'm not worried. Didn't you just hear me say?
I'm saying that you basically say you stopped doing it.
I stopped doing it because I felt that I don't need to be doing it in the public like that. I said to pray in private so God will reward openly. And I didn't want it to be a show. I just wanted to do things behind the scene and like that.
But I'm sure you do pray privately.
I do.
So whatever you want to do publicly, do it. Don't worry about. That's why I don't think you're giving.
Do you know what? Let me tell you something. Do you know being a blogger is very draining? It's a lot of work. People don't understand how much work it is.
Well, I just started, so
it's a lot of work.
Like I told you, my Star for R. Kelly page, maybe that could be like a type of blogger thing, because I get so, but people didn't know who I was. They were attacking me, but they didn't know who they were attacking. I started my Star for R. Kelly page in 2016. I get comments, messages in my messenger all the time. Mm-hmm. And this is from 2016. I don't care. Like, sometime if I feel like it, I'll message them back and be like, LOL. I'll be like, calm down. Mm-hmm. Like,
but it's just
my page is for, I support R. Kelly. If you don't, then you can get off my page. And I still get hate mail. I still get hate messages all on my posts on that page because it's an open page. I could block people, but I don't, because I want everyone to have their open opinion. I have blocked some people because they just won't stop.
But some people, sometimes I just don't want that energy. I just like, the easiest way is to block them, and I don't have to deal with that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I've been dealing with that for a long time, and it's like people are like, "How do you deal with that?" It's like, it don't bother me. Like what I stand for is what I stand for.
Some days,
if you don't like it, you can move around. I live for the Lord. I don't live for the world. I could give a damn what the world think about me, because when I'm 6 feet under and when I die, and I ain't even gonna be 6 feet under because I'm getting right now. what I'm getting.
Cremated.
But I'm not going to be under the ground.
Cremated.
I'm getting cremated.
That's what I want to. I want to go over the ocean.
Under nobody ground. I will be cremated.
Ocean. I want to be in the water. Remember that, everybody.
It's already on my will. You know what I'm saying?
Tell my husband and
I have one son. My son is 22 and he already know what to do with me. Also. And you know, it ain't no guarantee I'm gonna die before him. I know what to do with him. But what I'm saying is, you know, every blue moon I might comment to a negative post just to tell them I really don't care about your opinion. This is what I believe, and either you like it or you don't. And if you don't, you can get off this page. If you comment again, you'll be blocked. Or something negative, like that's it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, ma'am, I'm about to go.
Friends,
listen,
that do not.
Y'all, she's trying to keep me on here.
No, you know. But what I'm gonna tell you is, I have family and friends that tell me that, you know, argue with me about R. Kelly. They don't know more because they know they can't win, but they used to. Now they don't. Now when somebody bring up R. Kelly, they be like, shh. They be like, don't even say nothing around her because bitch, you gonna get cussed the fuck out. They don't even do it around me no more. Because you know, either you want it or you don't. No one can change how I feel. And when I say no one, I mean no one.
Yeah, you're right.
So it is what it is.
But I gotta go. Good night. She trying to keep me on here, y'all. I gotta go. Nina, you have a good night, and I'll see you later. Groupies, slang for groupie is reference to a fan of a particular music group who.
What?
On a while. And I was reading the groupie definition. Who attends many of the public appearances as possible, hoping.
Okay, what's the groupie definition?
Groupie definition is groupie is slang word reference to a fan of a particular music group who's around while they are on tour, who attend as many of their public appearances as possible, hoping to meet them. That's definitely not me.
What?
I'm definitely not a groupie.
Okay.
I don't go to concerts, so. Forensic Tech, where you going? You can't go nowhere. You cannot go anywhere until I go. Forensic, you know you are a poster child on this channel.
Wait a minute, forensics. That's my boo.
Forensic Tech guy.
Yes.
Forensic Tech, you cheating on me?
Yes, he is cheating on you.
Cheating on me, Forensic Tech guy? You cannot cheat on me.
That is my boo.
Forensic Tech guy said, my wife is going to get on y'all. Oh, wait a minute, Forensic Tech. Oh, I see you. Oh, okay, Forensic Tech. Okay, then you get off my channel. I don't want you here no more.
What do you do?
He said, hey, Nina Simone Love. You see that? Okay, Forensic Tech. I quit you now. No more you. I gotta find a new boo. Forensic Tech, you suck.
He said he share his love.
Nah,
But wait, so I'm about to ask you
my boy Mac. Where's Mac? My baby Mac. I'm quitting you.
Yeah, I don't know who Mac is.
I'm quitting you because I need a guy who's faithful. I need somebody who's faithful. Well, anyway, guys.
But Sylvia, I got a question. How do you play music on here? You know how sometimes you play music on here?
Yeah.
Like how? Because they always,
ma'am, I gotta go. Good night.
So you gonna tell me?
I'll tell you tomorrow. Good night. Good night.
What?
Good night. Nina, go find it. Go do your live, and I'll see you later. Forensic Tech, I quit you. Where's my Mac? Mac. I need Mac. My boyfriend Mac.
Oh my God. Tell Randy to call me.
Randa has your number?
No. But I'm saying tell her to get on live.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Right.
We love you, Sylvia.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.